be a huge change. And it's a grab. It's more rigging the election. This is what he's trying to do.
Ben, do you think that SCOTUS is going to overturn what they accomplished today on the LA being called illegal?
Yeah, it seems what they do is they don't usually completely overturn it and make a definitive ruling. What they'll do is they'll keep it sort of vague and allow it to continue. And yeah, I think that whatever it is that he's requesting, no matter how unconstitutional, they will make some wishy-washy ruling that will in effect give him what he wants, but actually would have to be adjudicated later on. So we can't count on the Supreme Court to be a guardrail. It's not.
You know, Ben, I was thinking the same thing. That ruling, the way I read it this morning, it doesn't do anything to protect people in LA. Nothing. All it did was give him license to keep going because it gave him an out.
Yeah, exactly.
And
they never actually do the whole thing. They just make it vague enough that he gets away with it.
Right. Just so you guys know what's going on here in LA, as you know, I'm boots on the ground. There's something going on in Westwood at the VA because they constructed a big white tent yesterday with a bunch of Sprinter vans, which is their MO. And they stacked the parking lot with those yesterday. So that's common knowledge. We all saw that. That they're staging for something. We don't know what. We have an idea. And now my boots on the ground are saying that they're going into Westwood, Little Tokyo, Chinatown. And then in the midst of all of this, a naked man decides to have a car chase on Sepulveda and Wilshire. So all that, I'm like, okay, how many more distractions can you throw at them? So that's what's happening in LA this morning during rush hour traffic.
Well, why would they go into Westwood?
Because
well, that's where the federal building is, and it's not really in Westwood where the college is. It's really outside of Westwood.
Hey, Ben.
Yeah.
Just so you know, the community colleges started back today.
Okay.
And they have an enormous immigrant population. Enormous.
That's true.
Okay.
That's true.
All right.
Okay.
So let's keep this where it needs to be. Yes, they are going to UCLA.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, they are going to the hospital. Yes, I've been there when they have arrived. We were doing a flag salute for a fallen officer on the San Diego freeway. He was killed in the line of duty. And they were doing a salute for him on the 405 while ICE was raiding UCLA on the other side. You can't make this up.
It's crazy.
They took advantage of a bad situation. And I was smack in the middle of all of it.
They're actually on the campus?
Yes. They're in the hospital. They're in Tucson.
For people who don't know, UCLA is sort of like in a cul-de-sac. It's sort of in its own area that you once you're in it, you're
in it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's
so
yes, you up in there. You up in there.
They've got them surrounded right now, where they've got this big tent. Is it the VA, as you know, at Wilshire, and they built the tent off of the Montana side. So it's on the back side, over by where those baseball fields used to be.
Yeah.
Which is right across the street from the cemetery.
Yeah.
Right?
That military thing.
Exactly. So
the white tent, who put up the white tent was
so here, boots on the ground are saying we think that ICE did this yesterday. Because the vans are matching their description, even though they change up their tactics literally daily. But we've been able to trace, our network has been able to trace license plates and vehicles back to other states where these have been brought in from. So the word is that this is ICE staging. But until we can see a vest, it could be one of many different agencies. We don't know yet.
Well, I have a question. You said, and it makes sense, community colleges. So if you don't have papers, you can go to your colleges, your community colleges.
From my understanding, you can go to a community college with a visa.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and we've got a lot of people here on visas and green cards.
You can go to a 4-year. You can go to a 4-year as well. You just cannot get federal financial aid, and you can't qualify for in-state residency.
Right. And out here, it's extremely common, and I can tell you this from personal experience, it's extremely common for our Persian population, our Armenian population, to bypass high school and take college courses during high school. So for them, being at a college campus while they're of high school or minors is not uncommon. And the colleges are trying to drive the students back to the schools instead of online. And all this is happening at the same time that their immigration status is being threatened. So teachers don't want to go back. Students don't want to go back. It's a mess all the way around. This is just a giant mess. And people are just really scared.
Yeah, I'm curious what's going on in Manhattan as well, because I just saw a couple of TikTok reels where there was a big protest in front of Trump Tower in Manhattan, and there was like armed combat going on. I mean, this is a precursor to martial law. We are really at that edge.
Yeah, and people ask us a lot, why aren't we taking to the streets? Why aren't we getting out there? Well, we have learned what's going to happen if we try to do that. So the fact that they've taken language out of our vocabulary that we can't use anymore has already started to have an impact on the way people out here live their lives. And people just aren't moving around as much. They're not going anywhere as much. It's just not happening. And they're not talking about it. They're just laying low.
Yeah. Pretty disturbing.
Yeah, the group in New York, Ben, is refusefascism.org. That's who organized what's going on right now.
Well, there was this crazy stuff. They essentially were, the police were like butted up. There's like two fronts. The protesters, right, and then there's a front. And the police started grabbing people across the line. And they're like grabbing their arms and legs. And then the protesters are grabbing their feet and legs. And it's like bizarre. It's like crazy. People, like, I saw 4 or 5 people literally like getting torn apart. I mean, they're not getting torn apart, but it's like the police holding one side. And I don't know if anybody saw that. It's crazy. It's crazy.
My friend AJ, people love Gabriel. Gabriel is huge.
The reason I asked about the VA, Sue, was because yesterday there was a really large presence of federal agents outside Union Station in D.C., and the vets were having a counter response, let's just say, and they had a really good showing of veterans out there protesting against them. So I just wondered about the relationship between that and being around the VA hospital.
Would be like Kyle.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, no.
Miguel. I assume there's
The thing is, the true bad actors here are ICE and this secret police force that he's creating. It's sort of sad that the National Guard and the local police have to get involved in this. And, in Chicago, in Boston, one of the things they're doing, I think in Baltimore, is they're sort of they're sort of anticipating this, and they're making at least some sort of statutory orders for the police not to be involved with anything that ICE is doing. So, we'll see how long that can hold. But it really is the ICE, these guys
inherited by
toxic
people.
And unidentified.
So Diogenes today was interesting and fun as always. I'm just wondering if you want to do an MC host, if you want to be the host of a fundraiser for me this week, you and Abby Diogenes.
When do you want to?
We can do it now. I mean, I believe now is all important. It's more important than the future. So,
Okay, where are they going to send the money?
let me put the link in the chat. It's in my profile as well. It's through Antidote, which is the platform we're using to do payment processing.
Never heard of it. What about Venmo?
No, Antidote is compliant because it's tied in to it has rules. You have to, if you make a donation to the campaign, it goes into the campaign account. It has to obey the rules. The rules are on the sign-up page, which is the link there. So, yeah, you can mail me a check if you want. So, no. So the point is to do it professionally. That would mean, like create a room in a house. I mean, I'd want to be a mod. I'm running for Congress.
Yeah.
And time is limited. I have to live my life hour to hour now, and I have to send in actually a lawsuit against the Secretary of the Treasury, Scott Bessent, today. I'm sending in an 18-page lawsuit. So I have to get to my other office and keep working on this giant lawsuit.
So you're saying you're sending these lawsuits, like, you have case numbers?
I do have a case number. This one has a case number. But I'll be honest with you, the one with Brad is just all online threats, but don't tell anybody.
Don't tell anyone. Look, I asked for a case number. Nobody had a case number. I knew it wasn't real.
Well, you're in Jazzy's kingdom. I don't want to sit there and play Jazzy's games with King Oscar, in that crew. So I'm just telling you. You see how I fuck with him there? He's like the truth of the earth, So I'm just saying, when your mother give a birth to a son.
Your mother.
But yeah, I think you and Abby could actually help me significantly do fundraising, and we would have a goal that we would want to raise, $100 in a room, and so that would be the goal. You have to people up and push them to click the link to submit their credit card details. You got to be the prosperity gospel seed preacher.
You should meet my friend Clark. He can get you $100 in a day. Clark? What is it? Tag on?
Real card shit.
Clark shit. Real card shit.
Real card shit.
Real card shit. Real card shit. Okay, no, like real. Yeah. Ask Abby. I mean, he gets like hundreds of dollars a day from Twitter.
Well, but he does ask a lot, but yeah.
You just gotta give him like $1 for each one.
Yeah, so I have other influencers, so like Augustus is going to help me this week. I have this other guy, Perry, here in Chicago, who's got 100,000 followers, and his followers are all conservative Republicans.
Money to several people.
What was that?
I think if he wants to fundraise, it's not on this app. On this app, nobody's gonna be pro you. So I mean.
No. Well, we want to brand it. Like, it could be Brad owes me $1,000, but he won't pay up, so I decided to promote Canada. We need to fuck with people on this app and get their dopamine flowing in order to get their pocketbooks to open. That's how it works.
Yeah, there's no such thing as a bad venue for fundraising. They're all good.
And the money I'm going to record every second that I spend the money. I mean, it's all going to be on YouTube. So if anybody thinks that I'm like sitting here trying to pay my rent with their fucking campaign donations, that's not happening. This money is going towards operations.
Pay rent with your campaign donations. That's not an issue. But yeah, definitely should schedule it so we can talk about it. Why don't we play on Friday?
No, it's too late, and I'll be gone Friday. I'll be on TV on Friday. See, that's why I'm saying. See, if you can't do things in the now, then you can't do anything.
All right. You're right. That's absolutely true. And right now, I'm trying to take a shit. All right.
So update the title of the room or mod me, because I'm not gonna. I mean, I'll run you through the seminar once, but I mean after that, I need to clone you so you can go carry on the gospel preaching message and raise thousands of dollars. And X Spaces is where it's at. Like, little clubhouse here ain't shit compared to hundreds of people in X Spaces. So update the room title, pin the link, do some work. I know, get the grocery store receipts out of your face, grab your phone, take your thumb, click. Okay, well then you're useless. And you know what Kanye West says? If you can't be used, you're useless. So congratulations.
That's what he said.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was really embarrassing when he said that. It was like a month ago, wasn't it?
Well, at least it was being honest. Let's be giving that.
Well, the point is, America got mesmerized by a dumbass. And I saw Rihanna and Kanye a lot. Rihanna was 10 times better than Kanye. Kanye sucked compared to Rihanna. Oh, you could do. I would love for you to do fundraising too, Blissy. You want to do some fundraising for the campaign? You could be a host. We'll give you an hour segment.
Not right now. Anyway, let's finish and maybe get something.
Oh, you wanted me to let him finish pinching off a loaf? All right. Well, if you guys can't even take action now, then I'm just gonna leave and go back to my life. So God bless you.
It's Labor Day, bro.
Yes, post Labor Day. Give us some slack.
I don't have time for this. I literally have to get back to my office and finish some paper.
Let us chill, dog.
No, this is a priority that I've been talking to Abby Ebo about for like a week now. Yeah, 11 in the morning is a great time to do fundraising instead of sitting here picking your toes talking about Kanye sucking dick.
No, because later I gotta do shit, man.
Yeah, I got shit to do too. I gotta go to my office and finish a bunch of paperwork. I'm trying to do some fundraising over here.
Go door knocking. Go
Doesn't even
knocking
wanna go
right now.
Go door knocking? What are you talking about? I'm trying to do fundraising so I can text the 15 people who want to do the door knocking so they can go do the door knocking. I'm not going to have people go do work for free and I can't pay them. I need to raise money.
You were doing it.
All right.
They want to see you.
I'm done fighting here. Have a good one,
You
gentlemen.
are the face of the campaign. You should be the one knocking at people's doors.
Chris, maybe you can help me do some
I'm just
fundraising.
like you.
I'm just going to talk over you. Chris, just change your profile to candidate Kitover because 2 quotation marks don't mean shit anyways. And use your account to help me do fundraising, Chris. I know you're at work doing data entry, but you can still host the room. All right, I'm done. Chris, update your profile and help the campaign. You're not helping enough. We need more help.
Live streaming, you going, like you can stay on Clubhouse and on Twitter Spaces while you go door to door.
Yeah, I'm going to do that. And we're also doing it at events. But my part is I need to recruit, 20 people across the district to help circulate petitions. So a lot of this is digital work. We have Craigslist ads up in every major town. We've got a lot of people responding. But we have to raise money to pay these fucking people. Nobody's going to do all this shit for free.
Tell them if they don't do it for free, they're not patriots.
Yeah, we're hoping that they are patriots, but a lot of people are on the grind and they still need to get paid.
Pull the JFK quote.
Anyways, Abby and Diogenes, please talk amongst yourselves, formulate a plan, create a room, text me a message. I'll put my number in the chat. Take action now and help the campaign. This is real. We're really running and we need your help. So please get organized, pinch off your loaf and get activated because we can actually kick Darren LaHood's can and defeat him.
Bless you.
I didn't know I was with you.
Things were going well on this app when Roger Mayhem was the campaign manager, but unfortunately there's too many demonic trolls on this app that destroys everything. So the other people I'm running against, the other Republicans and Democrats, they don't have this back end operations support staff that I do here on Clubhouse. But getting people to do anything on this app is very difficult.
Thank you for that. Reporting.
Good, thank you, Galactasy. Reporting.
I can't help you. I'm a registered Democrat.
I don't care. I need digital warriors to retweet, to post, to go on the attack against Darren LaHood. Yeah, we're trying to raise money. Yeah, Ali Alexander, the hypnotist, the LGBTQ hypnotist, LGBTQ2T plus hypnotist. Okay, Jasmine's Empire, Abby, Diogenes, I leave it all in your hands. God bless. Help the campaign.
Fuck you, nigger.
Fucking nigger. Damn, guys, calm down.
Yeah, this is how you gotta deal with people in Funhouse. This is what the real lives are like as well, so good luck with all that.
Okay. What the fuck's this about?
Yo, Ann, you want to do a fundraiser for the campaign right now?
Right now.
Yeah,
Okay,
go live on TikTok.
People like a winner, right? So like, let them know how much have you raised so far.
$620. All Clubhouse.
Damn, son.
That's more than anybody's ever made on Clubhouse in 5 years. So Friday we're going to be on TV, but this week I want to fundraise and get as many people in the streets gathering signatures as possible. And we put up about...
What kind of TV? Like local TV or?
Yeah, local TV, yeah. Not here in Chicago, but in... it's called Blue...
The district.
Yeah, it's in the district, yeah. It's on a college campus. It's Illinois State.
Are you gonna go walking around?
Yeah, I'm going to stay there for 2 nights and do petitions before and after the television event.
Oh, that's cool. And so you don't walk around and talk to people live? Will you videotape it?
Well, after I get somebody to sign the petition, I'll ask them if they'll take a selfie with me and if they'd like to do a quick little endorsement video for the campaign, or discuss what their issue is that they want changed.
Oh, that's cool. Good job.
But I need your help. I need your help, Ann. I mean, you and Monica helped vote me, Clown House Troll of the Year, and basically, you're my endorser. So I need your help organizing people out here on Clubhouse. And, in the process, we can continue upsetting all of the emotionally deranged people here on this app who get upset when people are donating money to the campaign. And that's part of the fun, Ann.
You're right.
So create a room called Campaign to Elect Kitover and host the room, be the hostess, and help me raise the money. We'll pin the link and we will generate hundreds of dollars a day. And we will literally, film that money being deployed in the streets with people gathering signatures. It's all connected, Ann.
John, when are you going to settle down? You'd be a great father. Your imagination is wild.
Trying to find Mrs. Right now. We're swiping right on Hinge. We're copying and pasting. I'd love to take you to dinner and sailing - Johnny.
Okay.
Johnny. Hey, Johnny.
Yeah, it's Johnny. It's not John. It's John Boy. Hey, John Boy. But I'm serious, Ann. Help me with the campaign. You wear the T hat, the hat of MAGA, and I need your help. And I salute you. And you got your boyfriend's endorsement of me from Alabama.
Do it, Ann. Do it, girl.
Yeah, I will, but tomorrow. We have to do it tomorrow. We can't do it today.
No, you can do it now. Now is all there is. There's no such thing as tomorrow. There's free beer tomorrow. There's nothing free tomorrow.
Free beer tomorrow.
Yeah, now is all important.
Bam, no.
T-Robs can update the room title right now. Just call it Irish Get Out the Vote Organizing for Candidate Kitover. Put a potato and a 4-leaf clover in the emoji.
What's your over/under that you can win, John?
I'd say there's a 20% chance I can win, 80% chance I lose.
You know what a good tactic is, but you didn't hear it from
hire a private investigator to follow your opponent?
That kind of time or money. We just got to get on the ballot. That's all we can hope for.
You could do it yourself.
Well, when I get down to Peoria, I'm going to put up a plastic table with our signs and live stream our petition gathering outside of his office. I mean, that's the kind of publicity I'm going to get.
20% is better than like I thought you were going to say. I mean, that's pretty good.
Well, yeah, I'm inflating it probably by 200%. You know, it's probably a 1% chance of winning. It's probably a 1% chance of winning because there's 8 other people running, and some of the Democrats are, you know, you could say their credentials are, you know, good if not better than mine, and they can present themselves in a very good way. I mean, I have 25,000 YouTube videos up, 25,000 Instagram videos up. But the moment I get any national press or national attention, like it's all good for the whole thing, because at 50,000 videos, you know, if I can be like Alex Stein, Prime 99, you know, I can have a media business or be a comedian media pundit. So at least I can make money that way. So that's the dream.
Have you reached out to Jewish Clubhouse? They'll endorse?
Jewish Club, they've disappeared. They're gone. That's over. There's only 2 rabbi stragglers left, and they still haven't wised up. They're still here wasting their time talking about nothing. Literally, they waste all their time talking about nothing. They're pathetic.
Well, don't go to Black Clubhouse. They're not going to help.
Well, see, Roger Mayhem connected me with that Lou Fax, and so we're gonna do some
Yeah, but Roger Mayhem's a beaner, bro.
I know, and he's gone too. He got chased off. Pepe is the final gladiator. He's the boxing survivor of Clownhouse Ultra Fight. You know,
He's an
UFC.
eye of the tiger.
Yeah, Pepe's the champion.
A troll.
Yeah, Pepe is literally the champion of Clownhouse. Like, he is the longest living. Augustus is going to help me fundraise. He's been reaching out to celebrities to help.
There we go.
And he himself is a celebrity because he's connected to Kennedy.
Are you going to challenge the election?
No, they'll challenge my petitions.
Oh, that's funny. You should challenge the election afterwards. If you don't.
That's a good idea, actually. I should challenge the election results.
Just to create
More drama, yeah. Stir the pot one final time. You're
Well,
right.
you're raising your profile, right? You're getting your name out there. You know, you're gonna make a headline, be like
100%.
candidate congressman.
Candidate congressman challenges Darren LaHood's election results. Exactly.
Oh shit.
Yeah, all you need is like one viral moment of you just doing weird yoga shit or, you know, all communications hypnosis. And then,
Bro, you should like leak footage of yourself. You'd be like, candidate congressman.
Augustus was screaming on X after my speech yesterday. All communication is hypnosis. All communication is hypnosis. I mean, look at the COVID-19 vaccine communication. If you do believe it is all hypnosis, well, then it accurately is, you know, you can look at the COVID-19 vaccine rollout as being a hypnosis operation, and it was successful. But I've been using Grok. Like I asked Grok, create me 10 attack titles and ads, you know, against Darren LaHood. It gives you speeches. So I'm going to start recording a lot of these Grok speeches. But today, I have to finish this 20-page lawsuit against the Treasury Department and Scott Besson. So I have to go into my office and finish that. But after that, I'm going to put up YouTube videos with regards to petitions and circulators, because there's a lot of independent petition gatherers who can literally they've been doing this 20 years. They can get out there and get hundreds of signatures for me and literally mail them to me in the mail. So I have to try to connect with those people and put out those YouTube ads requesting petitions and circulators. So I don't know, there's a mass communication effort to all of this.
why are you doing Scott Besson?
Because my manager called me a whore, and the manager above her, he threatened me with violence. So I stopped going to work, and I filed an EEO complaint. And we're at the final stages where I've literally gone through 5 people. I've had to produce the same information 5 different times to 5 different people, and finally, hopefully, the last person. And this bitch is an independent contractor. She's not even an employee. So they literally have the employees do all the preparatory work, and then they pass it off to somebody who is an independent contractor working for IRS and Treasury. It's the biggest joke. We are all being hustled by the IRS, even by your government. I mean, we are all being taken by a ride. Everybody in this country is on a runaway pirate ship, and you have absolutely no say in it whatsoever. You're just on board, and you don't even know the destination you're going to. But I can't play your copyrighted music on my YouTube channel, so thank you very little. It's a classic. It's gonna make me think of my ex-girlfriend. I'm gonna start crying. But Clubhouse has crashed out over the past couple weeks. It's been a long, exhausting ride filming all of this. And I'm so happy that it's like finally coming to an end, because this is like the next stage of my life. And Clubhouse has completely imploded. No, I mean, just like being more creative outside of recording emotionally unstable people on Clubhouse go bananas and get addicted to the app every day. Yeah, there's a lot of crazy people on X that I'd like to record as well.
Out of, as a historian, what did the app end, John? As a historian of the app.
It always ends now.
Yeah, but I mean, like, was it losing certain notes of people like Roger Mayhem? Is that what triggered the app?
No, you're playing the theme music to the end of our movie. Thanks, Diego. You're doing it right now. Go to johnkitover.com.
Yeah, you agree the goal should be to start like a political podcast, like a Sam Hyde type like set. You know what I mean? Sort of, set. Kind of like wacky, all over the place. I don't know, that vibe would work. Great political content.
I mean, look at Louder with Crowder. I don't even watch the guy. I don't watch Shapiro, but these fuckers got millions of subscribers and they're making millions of dollars a year. Even that fucking F word, what's his face? He's got his stupid little talk show. I can't remember that guy's name. Anyway. You ever hear the song Thunderball? No, it's not that. I'm just saying in terms of like my recordings, like I think I've maxed it, because like I can't record the same conversation 1,000 times. It's just a waste of time at that point. So it does become a question of video development. Well, no, I mean, I'm just saying that like part of this was, I was pulled into this because of Roger Mayhem. He became the campaign manager for 3 weeks. Well, he helped us raise $600. That's more than. Well, Brad also helped contribute, I'm sure, to the drama, but everything fell apart because of Pepe. Pepe was the destroyer of worlds.
Did Roger Mayhem raise the most money?
He did. He raised the most money. He was the super host, and he kept saying, "Go deep into your heart, grab your wallet, close your eyes, and say a prayer for candidate Kitover, and give $10, $100, $150, $200. Give now." Our biggest campaign contributors are Jay Breska and Hakima.
Is this JB?
Yeah, JB's our number one donor.
What did he give?
He gave $150.
Oh, wow. Wow. So it's not over for Jay Kitover.
It's not over, fork it over.
Things are on the up and up. So, what are you going to do with the rest of your campaign money after the campaign?
I'm pretty sure we're going to spend it all.
Yeah, you're not going to buy some Miller High Life and celebrate?
Well, that will be for the campaign circulators, but I myself will only spend money on actual operations. I'm never going to spend anything on myself.
How does it work? Can you borrow against like your campaign funds and like?
I can borrow from myself personally, and donate to the campaign and write an IOU to myself. But we don't need to do anything like that. We're not going to raise more than 5,000. But Friday, I'm going to spend most of the money because I'm getting a hotel room for 2 nights, and we're going to, expense all the travel, all the gas and everything. So, but Friday we're going to be on TV. So
Yes, you own a car?
I own a car, and so Friday, yeah, I got a nice Lexus.
You never leave nice dogs. You used to videotape yourself leaving the house, so you don't do that anymore.
Oh, you're right. You're right. I did used to record everything. I drove.
You should live stream while you're driving wherever you're going.
I used to live stream driving around Chicago all the time.
I've seen the stuff in LA.
Yeah, a lot of LA live streaming too. But anyways, this is it. Can't hear you, Diego. But Augustus, if you're available right now, because the now is all important, maybe we could do an X Spaces fundraiser at the moment and a clubhouse room at the same time.
John, can you get those Ray-Ban first-person perspective glasses?
I looked into it. Yeah, I'd still like to buy those. Yeah.
Because we'd like to see trolling from your point of
Yeah,
view.
from my brain perspective, I get it.
Those glasses are fucking just like no, but seriously, people would be walking into fucking bathrooms and shit. Anything.
Yeah, that's true.
I like the guy. Have you seen the guy that goes up to girls and says, "Can I have your phone?" And then he'll play solitaire on their phone, pretending that he's making a phone call. And then just give the phone back. I thought you said he was going to say a smooth operator for this one, right? No. This guy plays solitaire on these hot chicks' phones, and then gives it back to them. So what does he do? Install the app? Well, he searches for games. So whatever she's got is games on there. And he'll play it for 30
Yeah,
seconds.
Diego, we get it. You don't get laid anymore, and you're depressed, and you would love to get laid again, but your number one girl is locked up 5150 in a psych ward. So.
Baby, come back.
Oh, child.
She's gonna get put on a 30-day hold after she doesn't file her habeas corpus.
30 days.
Yeah, and then they can extend it to 60 to 90. She might become a permanent psych ward resident because the judge won't release her.
Come on. No, the family will.
Oh, come
Get
on.
her back.
Yeah, I bet you the family is thankful she's in there. She's like, yeah, just let her relax and get well and get healthier in the hospital. Good for her. We're so happy she's getting the help she needs. Well, yeah, now they finally got a little peace and quiet in their fucking lives. She's finally shut the fuck up.
Let me ask you a question. How do you get someone locked up? How do you get someone locked up for a psychological thing? What do they say? How do they do it?
There's only 3 qualifying questions. Are you a harm to yourself? Are you a harm to others? And do you have housing, clothing, and food? That's it. That's all they care about.
Okay, and so she did have housing, clothing, and food. And she did declare that she was not a harm to herself and others.
Well,
So,
that's the thing is they don't believe her.
Okay. Yeah, but they can say that about anybody.
Exactly. That's how 5150 works. That's why you have to file the habeas corpus and go before a judge, and the judge will ask you, are you a harm to yourself or other people? And if she can articulate a definitive answer, she will get released. Well, the thing is, when the police arrest you, they have to have what's known as RAS, which is reasonable, articulable suspicion. And they have to verbally tell you why you're being detained or being arrested. So if they can't do that, then they have no reasonable suspicion and their stop is unlawful. And so it's the same thing in the courtroom, where if she can't make a solid defense on the spot and they see that she's whacked out of her mind, they're just going to say, no, bitch, get out of here, go back to the psych ward. Bye.
Okay, so it's an IQ thing as well. There's an IQ element.
There is an IQ element to it, yeah.
Okay.
There's a good chance she's going to be able to get out, but based on the way that she communicates here, there's also a horrible chance that she's ever going to get out, and she probably won't.
Because what happens is they're going to drug her and she's going to get triggered by that.
Well, she's going to have to take the drugs, otherwise she'll never get out.
So it really, it becomes habitual when you're treating people like a maniac.
I don't think it's that bad as drugs, though. It's like the last time she was forcibly injected, she said.
They may do electric shock therapy on her, and she'll come back fully anesthetized and brain dead, and she won't even know who the fuck you are, what Clubhouse is.
Then she'll never come back on the app. Nice.
Yeah, I know. It's like a modern day lobotomy.
It is crazy how like electroshock therapy is still on the books.
Yeah, it's a lobotomy. It literally destroys your brain tissue and makes you retarded. It makes you stupid. It retards you. That's what electric shock therapy does. It makes you retarded and destroys your brain. I have no idea, but it's a modern day lobotomy.
So you're saying that something that started off, let's say, like spoiled brat syndrome, can eventually turn into a lobotomized experience?
Well, let's put it in. Let's frame it this way. Let's say you're a wealthy guy living in San Diego. You got a wife and 2 kids who hate you because you're on Clubhouse all day, but you got a sugar baby on the side. Now, let's say that sugar baby is acting up and too loud and too noisy. You could go on eBay and buy an old electric shock therapy treatment technology and literally electrically shock your sugar baby into submission, because she'll shut up after you melt her brain.
Like the Kennedy child. They did to the Kennedy, right? They had like a problem daughter. They kept in like a room.
Yeah.
You know this?
I didn't know about that one, no.
Yeah.
But anyways, I'm literally making jokes. But Augustus, yes, if we could do a fundraiser, and if we could do a fundraiser, T-Robs, Rico, Diego, you can help me fundraise. I want to raise up to $5,000.
But can you accept like anonymous donations?
No, it's all through the link in the chat or on my profile.
So like, then my guy Rico can't give you money up there. My boy Rico wants to send you some crypto. That's what I heard.
You can do it through Apple Pay. You just have to convert your crypto.
You can identify yourself. Yeah, no, I think it was McZed or someone looked it up. You know, it's illegal for like you to receive money from international.
Yeah, there's a rules list. If you take the time to click the link, you can see the rules list for donors to the campaign. And I would love for you to donate $100 or $10 or $50. And don't worry, I'm not going to dox you or release your information, but I may email you or I may text you.
Let me ask you this. Did you ever have to give an identifying piece of information in any of the process that you've done? Like an ID, a government-issued ID or anything like that?
I would assume if you're running for office, you have to give them your ID when you register.
Do you have to give them your ID? Or?
He hand wrote in his fucking.
The reason I'm saying is like, John, like, are there any Jewish guys you kind of resemble that we could pretend like you're running as them?
Sorry, Diego. You'll have to take your schizophrenic questions to your therapist. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm just saying, like, imagine if you looked like some random, Jewish guy that has APAC connections, and they just, like, they're so busy that they don't actually realize that you're not the guy.
I get it, Diego. But what you should realize is that Darren LaHood has taken over $100,000 in APAC money. So if you don't like Israel and you don't like APAC, you should contribute to me, because I'm not taking any APAC money, and I'm running against a guy who has over $100,000 in APAC shekels.
But that doesn't mean that you don't pay $5.
Oh, man.
And I promise, if you donate $100, I will not buy another cell phone. I don't need any more cell phones.
Why don't don't you live on air like call up APAC and say you're going to represent them?
Why don't you call live on air to APAC and say, hey, I'm calling on behalf of the campaign to elect candidate John Congressman Kitover. We'd like
He's
to do.
afraid. This nigga's afraid.
Afraid? We're not afraid of APAC. We don't have the time to do all these prank calls.
I can't be. Listen, APAC are fucking a fire violation. You can't have me acting on behalf of you as a fucking agent.
You're a digital campaign manager and you work in online advertising and marketing. I need your help. If you can't help me, then you're useless, like Kanye said. You're useless.
John, can you pray to the universe that look?
That LaHood has spike proteins inside of his heart, and he has a massive blood. What was that?
I said, can you pray to the universe that he gets hit by a car?
He already got vaxxed twice and triple boosted. The guy got hit by a truck. What are you talking about? He'll be lucky if he makes it to the primary. He's fully vaccinated, this guy.
John, did you not get vaccinated?
No, fuck no.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I didn't wear a mask. Northwest side of Chicago, people didn't get vaxxed. They didn't wear masks. We resisted. Everything remained open. Nothing stopped.
The show goes on. The John Kitover show goes on.
It's true. We have become the Mojo Super Positive vibration. Yeah, that's right. I wore a Bane mask. That was during the summer of 2020 when everything was getting looted, and I thought we were descending into Gotham. I was going to become Bane here in Chicago.
Well, he was prepared to be a warlord.
He was born in the dark.
Can you give us a little Bane quote?
I was born in Clubhouse. You merely adopted the Clubhouse. I will break you. Your wife is a robot. Your children are merely slaves. Meanwhile, you run around the world with a schizophrenic girl, lying to her about the Jews so you can sexually molest her. You're a pervert.
John, are you doing like YouTube man on the street interviews? I think that
I will do those when I get out there and start getting petition signatures myself. I will do those, yeah. Listen, I got the boat. I got the boat here in Chicago. You're all invited to Chicago. I do have a sailboat here until October 31st.
How many people you fit on this boat?
So you can fit 6 people on it. And if you know how to sail, then you're extra special because I don't know how to sail.
I know how to sail.
Great, come to Chicago. Come to Chicago. I need your help on the boat because I don't know how to sail.
are sailing done? The game is like rock climbing done?
What?
No. Probably a dumb question, but
I mean, so maybe South Fire overlap.
Where the fuck do you go rock climb in Florida?
I used to do that in Georgia.
There you go. Great Smoky Mountain.
I know.
Wake it up, John. Wake it up.
They have walls like anywhere.
Listen, this is going to be the greatest Halloween of my life if I can get on the ballot. So any help you can give me, and that really means Clubhouse fundraising, I really do need your help. But if we get on the ballot come October 31st, it is going to be very exciting because we will then have 11 months to troll Darren LaHood because we'll be on the ballot and we'll have all the way up till November of next year to create content. And we will raise a lot of money at that point. And it can be a lot of fun.
Begging for money, you need to tell people why they need to. What's the why?
The big why is I'm a Fortune 500 whore. I can tell you the why. I'll give you the why. Are you ready?
Just like, give me money. You're a fucking nigger. Give me.
Well, this is grassroots. You got to understand what we're going against. I don't have lobbyists calling me.
I don't understand because you have to explain it. You're just going like a nigger.
All right. Well, okay. give me.
Tell people why.
Well, do you want to watch the 45-minute podcast I did? I explain everything in 45 minutes.
No one's got time for that.
What do you got, the N-word Tourette syndrome? Jesus Christ. Why don't you just redirect johnkitover.com back to Queers for Palestine to satiate your lust to hate the Jews, you sick Irish potato snitch motherfucker. I don't have anything to do with the Irish. I'm so glad the fucking English destroyed you for 5,000 fucking years and you're stuck on your little island. You fucking potato snitch motherfucker. All the good Irish already left. They went to Chicago, New York, they're everywhere, but they're not where you're at. You're stuck there. You're all that's left. You're just a fucking poop. The diarrhea that slithered down the leg and got stuck there. Your family is nothing but a bunch of white trash, degenerate fucking genetic soup slime. You're lucky you can even speak English. You got the N-word Tourette's. You know why you're still there is because your family probably stole potatoes and hid potatoes from everybody in the community.
That's right.
And everybody else was starving. They had to leave and go to Chicago because you and your family were probably acting rather Jewish and stealing potatoes and hoarding them. This is why you're so upset with black people and Jews, because you and your family did exactly what you accuse other people of doing. And that's why you're still there. Because all the strong ones, they left when the famine hit. But you guys must have been stealing. You guys must have been hoarding. You're a potato hoarder.
That's right. Amanda doesn't eat potatoes, but okay. I like it.
Wouldn't that be funny, T-Robs, if you call the Darren LaHood campaign and you're like, hey, I own JohnKitover.com. Oh my God, you should do it. Be like, I saw that you're Irish. My name is Tim O'Brien, and I see that you're Darren LaHood and you're an Irishman. I want to help you in your campaign, Mr. LaHood. He'll be like, redirect John Kitover to Darren LaHood.
What fucking name is Irish name is LaHood?
You know, what do you think it is? Spanish? I don't know.
I don't know. It's no fucking Irish, bro.
Well, he's Catholic, so I thought maybe he could be. I think he's like half Hispanic. I don't know. His dad is Ray LaHood. He was the transportation secretary under Obama, and he was a former, I think, congressman. Yeah, I know. I got shit I got to do. I ain't got time for this shit anymore.
What do you on YouTube?
You all know what I need to do, so help me do it. Raise me money. Raise me Lucky Charms. Raise me 4-leaf clovers from the ground here in Clonhouse instead of wasting all your time. You can text me at 312-498-0517. Go to johnforcongress.com, everybody. Just create the room called Campaign Fundraiser for Candidate Congressman John Kitover and text me the room that you created here in Cloonhouse. I'll post it on X. We've got premium account X with over 1,100 followers. And thanks to T-Robs, we've reconnected with JohnKitover.com. And we can't thank you enough. We're live streaming this right now to YouTube. We've got about 100 people watching it, and they are also contributing money to the campaign. Why do the Irish sound so much like the Jamaicans? Is it because the people in Jamaica are technically like Irish, but they're just the same? They're what T-Robs calls the N-word. They're all just trash. Wherever you go, these island people, they're always fucking low-class trash, no matter what. You ever been to an island? It's like a third world country. Lots of poverty, because they're just sitting there smoking weed, laying on the beaches, eating coconuts. Drinking coconut juice. They got the Trump derangement syndrome. The Irish people are just like the motherfucking Jamaicans. You become trashy people when you live on a small little island. They become genetically inbred just after a couple generations. It's all about genetic superiority. You guys are the eugenicists up in here. You're all the white supremacist fucking neo-Nazi scum. You're the eugenicists. You got to agree with me, when you live on a little island, eventually your genetic soup is going to essentially become retarded and trashy. Your IQ is just going to go down unless you read some books. And we know T-Robs hasn't read a book in fucking years. Neither has Diego with his big library in San Diego. Fucking Rico, I don't think he's ever touched a book. And Anne admitted she never touched a book in 15 fucking years. Maybe I'll read a poem
be the smartest thing you ever heard on Clubhouse. But this is what happens when the Irish and the Jamaicans start acting like the N-words that they're always talking about.
It's not good. Did you miss us, the people on Clubhouse?
The last room I was in wasn't too fun or interesting, though. I tend to find myself in Andrew's room, which are never a good time for me. I try to have conversations with people, but it just appears that people that go to Andrew's rooms aren't interested in actually having conversations. It seems to be like where all the toxic people tend to hang out,
Can I ask you a question, Shawnita?
Oh, shit. Is that P. Mars?
I was just going to ask you, how are you planning to be a better atheist right
Oh,
now?
it's not P. Mars. It's not P. Mars. It's John.
John Kitover, yes. This is me, Mojo, super positive vibration. I'm just wondering, how are you going to be a better
I don't know
atheist?
how many of your accounts I have blocked.
Is that how you become a better
I made the
atheist?
room because are you going to let me answer the question, or am I going to have to boot you right away? I tend to boot you right away when you become very disruptive to the room. I'm not into having this,
It doesn't seem like a disruptive
way
to me.
Right. So yeah, he's dancing on thin ice right now. But anyways, so yeah, I made the room because I do see that some atheists that I have conversations with, their motivations. Better to me is subjective, anyways, right? So it's going to all be dependent upon
Are you an atheist?
better at that point. Yes, I am. For me, I see a lot of people that are atheists that are also destructive, not only on this app, but in their own lives, right? And it just, it's heartbreaking for me because I don't want anybody to do that. Of course, it's their life. They're going to do with it as they please. But, I think that I value other people, and I want what's best for them, whatever that is. Like, if what's best for them is to not continue living on this planet, that's fine. I mean, everybody should have the right to do with their life what they please. But I do think that there's a lot to do in life. I kind of want to spend more time talking about and doing things that are in that nature, right? So that's kind of what it's not really about just atheists in general, because that can apply to everybody. But I do see a lot of people, especially atheists that have come out of religion, still carry a lot of baggage with them.
So would you say that intelligence is one way to be a better atheist?
I think the more you know, it can be a double-edged sword, right? Because for some people, once they've learned something, sometimes it can be detrimental to their well-being. Like if you learn that, what's a good example of this? I mean, if you learned that your parents basically lied to you from childbirth, and that you just found out that everything that you knew about them was just a complete lie, I think that would be very damaging. Hopefully it's something that they'd be able to overcome, but I could definitely see it being like a catalyst for them spiraling.
Well, I mean,
does that make sense?
The problem with that is, I mean, if you were intelligent and you thought your parents lied to you, even though you came to the conclusion that they themselves had been lied to, or that they were doing whatever they thought was the best thing to do at the time. So how can you hold that against people who are just doing what they think is the best thing?
Well, now you're adding, I never said anything about the parents thought they were doing the best. There are a lot of parents, like, for example, my parents. My mom did not have my best interest in mind, and she lied to me all the time, right? We were just a pawn for her game. And her game was to use us as a bargaining chip, or to her, we were just a paycheck, right? She took advantage of my dad, and he was
forced to pay child support to a woman who never really cared about her or us. She never really took care of us as far as like interacting with us, making us feel good. She rarely ever cooked with like the bare minimum she can get away with, right? Most of her money was spent on herself, right? So she didn't really care about us at all, right? Even though she would say the words, you know, she would say whatever she needed to keep us attached to her, right? But yeah, so just because somebody lied to you doesn't mean that they have your best interest at heart. Yes, there are people that I would agree they do have your best interest at heart, and I wouldn't say that they were lying to you, because lying is an intent to deceive, right? There's a difference between lying and saying something that's not true. Okay? So I hope that makes sense.
Well, I'm just saying, like, how do you look at atheism, but also look at game theory and psychology as being elements that can improve one's life, alleviate suffering, and, you know, enhance the experience of life?
Well, I mean, yeah, once you become aware of the baggage and you strive towards, like, you know, working to not let it affect your life, you know, like a lot of people come out of religion still hold the baggage of like the threat of eternal torment, right? The idea of how still bothers them, and that's something that can take decades, years, and may not even be something they ever overcome, right? But being able to mitigate those types of issues, I could definitely see that affected on your life once you've learned how to mitigate it.
So, I mean,
does that answer your question? I mean, because I understand game theory, right? Like I understand, you know, it's talked about a lot in politics, you know, especially around wartime or situations where people are attacked. Like, what do? If you don't retaliate, then you're basically conveying to the world that you're open to being attacked, and you're not going to do anything about it. But if you do attack, then, you know, you might be viewed as being somebody who is not, you know, concerned with having a peaceful world, right? And so there's this fine balance of like when is the right time to retaliate or do something about, you know, opposing actions to create a better world, right? And it's very complex.
Well, you can use Clubhouse as a diagnostic. You can use it as a spam dopamine experience. I'm just saying that Clubhouse as a communication tool, which is really nothing more than a conference call, it's really the way in which you use it, because it's just a conference call. So, but there is this like green bean thing, or the point is, most of the communication here is entertainment. It's not educational. And so categorically, people, it's just like going to a movie theater. You think a movie is real while you're sitting there, you know, in your mind's eye, but you come to Clown House and it's a little bit of the same experience, or at least neurochemically, it's the same experience. So I'm just saying that, you know, I've read a lot of poetry in here. I like to break into rooms and say, hey, can I read a 60-second poem? Because that
No, we're not doing that.
No, and I'm not trying to do that here, but I'm saying that that's one way for me to essentially break free from what I would call like a matrix trap, a fisher's net, a spider's web. So as the green bean, you're technically, you know, the fisherman or the spider catching flies or fish. So I'm just saying that.
That's not what I'm doing. Yeah, so if you think that that's what I'm doing, I think that you have a very myopic view of my intentions on this app. And a lot
No,
of
it's not you. I'm saying everybody.
I would agree with you that some people's intentions on this app are to do that very thing. But I would not go as far as to say that that seems to be like the general consensus, right? I would say that a lot of people come on this app because they genuinely want to have conversations, exchange ideas. They want to be understood. Like, one of my biggest frustrations is that I don't feel like, I mean, there are a good number of people on this app that do understand me and my positions, but there's a lot of people that I've been talking to for the last 3 years that don't, either are incapable of actually processing what I'm actually saying, or I don't know what the intent, I don't know.
Well,
some people I question because of the level of their education. There's some people out here that have some high levels of education, but they still fundamentally misunderstand my position, even though I've been talking with them for the last 3 years. But then I'll talk to somebody who has never been to college that completely understands what I'm saying. So I think it's very strange, that we live in, or not live, but that a lot of people that participate on this app, there's a wide variety of levels of education and what people's intents are. Like, I wouldn't just go as far as to say everybody's intent on this app is to come on here and be a clown.
No,
as you so
of course not.
eloquently like to put it.
But do you really think that you can pass enough information off to somebody to convince them of your position? It's not like you're giving them a 100-page PDF to review.
Yeah,
you're doing informed verbal communication.
I have.
Yeah, maybe
I
over
have.
3
There's many
years.
people on this app who didn't think about what my position were until I presented it to them. And I don't know if I've changed anybody's view as far as theists go, but I have a lot of theists. And actually, it's funny because I have more theists than atheists coming to me and talking to me in the back channel or coming to the other rooms and telling me that I give them something to think about, even though they haven't changed their view or their minds. And that's really all that matters to me. If I can have a conversation with somebody and have this and just be understood. Just being understood is very important for me, right? If I ask somebody to steal my position and they just don't quite put it into words that I would say conveys or is representative of what I'm trying to convey, then I get frustrated very easily on this app, and that's kind of one of my issues where I need to get better at. I need to stop letting other people's inability to understand my position get the better of me and frustrate me, and that's where I need to work.
Well, I mean, I'm just wondering that I don't think anything will get resolved from this app for anyone personally unless they come on here and do education. Otherwise, you're actually talking about nothing.
I mean, that's if that's your view, that's fine. You can have that view. I mean, I think that part of being on this app is we are presenting education. Like, a lot of the times people say something, I'm like, wait a minute, did you consider, X, Y, Z information when you made that statement? And then the same goes for me. Sometimes I'll say something and somebody will say something to me, and it's like, I didn't even consider that. And so it's something that I have to add into my way of thinking at that point, right? And I would rather learn something than try to teach people.
Well, what do you call the space beyond words?
The space beyond words? So you're talking just about imagination?
No, I'm talking about in my brain. I have control over my thoughts, my feelings, my speech, my actions, and hopefully the outcomes.
I don't agree with you there. It depends on what you mean by you have control. I am a determinist, so are you not?
No, I'm saying that I think there's higher levels of intelligence in the brain that you can essentially tap into, but I think they actually deal mostly. I think that
What does that mean?
it's like gigahertz. It's like gigahertz in a computer. You know how computers have improved over years and gigahertz have
You're just
increased?
talking about processing power. I wouldn't call that more intelligence. I would just call that processing power.
Well, I'm saying that as computers have advanced, the human brain has also advanced.
I would agree as far as, selection goes. Generally, more intelligent people find other people that are just as intelligent than them or more. And so you've got this, system where, selective pressures, people that's probably, part of your intelligence is probably due to or genetics, right? And so if intelligent people are having sex with other, intelligent people and having kids, odds are, as far as I'm aware of, whatever genes is partially responsible for their intelligence is going to get passed on, right? And who knows, there might be a mutation in there where...
Yeah, but that's discounting
all... intelligence is improving.
But how can you're just totally discounting environment and books and and experience. I mean, primarily, I'm talking education.
No. I'm not disregarding that at all. I mean, obviously, it's going to take more than 100 years for,
Have you seen the movie
for the selection
Gattaca?
pressure to make a large impact, right? Yes, I have. I'm just saying that it's going to take more than 100 years for selection pressure to make such a large impact. And over the last 100 years, we've basically gone from just learning how to fly.
Okay,
to,
so
obviously now we're doing interplanetary travel, right? Like we're about to start traveling to Mars here pretty soon, probably within the next decade. I'm hoping.
So wait, let me ask you one final question. This deals with willpower or the power of the will, /genetics. So I'm just wondering, like, if there is no God, do you think that people who think there is a God are essentially, in a way, they're doing self-analysis about the self? So they're really talking about will to power or the Holy Spirit, which is like an X factor in the brain that people think could somehow help them achieve their desires, to obtain power or whatever their desire is. I mean, are people using an X factor or a variable holder in their brain to essentially do an algorithm, to achieve what their goal is? Like, is that essentially why people think there's a God? Because they're using their brain in like a 3-dimensional way?
Was I on mute the whole time?
I didn't hear you talking when I came in.
No, you've been on mute.
I was talking to myself. So yeah, I think that a lot of what you said was a bit semantic woo-woo, right? And this kind of gets to the crux of my position. And I guess we can start talking about it now if you'd like. But basically my position is that I think that all theists, this is an inference to the best explanation, given the data that I have. Every interaction with a theist that I have, it leads me to this position that all theists are being predisposed to a story that they read, and then they form their own concepts in their own mind about what they've read, or in audio form, like some people are told the story.
I guess you can
they read it.
The man who says he believes in science doesn't like statistics.
If you don't care about black people, you shouldn't care about our crime rates. Go worry about your crime rates in your neighborhood.
Who said I don't care about black people? And why does caring about black people mean that you talk about that?
Clean up the crime in your neighborhood.
We do.
Listen,
We don't create.
Why is it still taking place? So why is it still taking place?
We don't create statues.
Why is it still taking place? Why do you still have crime in the white community if you're taking care of it?
We demonize them and we create laws.
But it still has it. It still has it, right?
Why are you talking to this dirty gypsy? Why?
Yeah, so there you go. But none of this is relevant to the fact.
I feel like reading.
None of this is relevant to the fact.
Nobody want to hear you, Alan.
The effectiveness of the COVID vaccine is bad. It's not effective. It never should have been called the vaccine. And that's a fact. And cultural can't deal with it because it hurts his ego. That's what it is.
I'm feeling fine. I'm actually
I don't think so.
have a new coffee. Yeah, I just read you.
For 20 minutes,
I hope
like a girl having a hissy fit.
Yes, bitch, a girl that read the fuck out you. And you're still talking about it, so it was apparently effective.
Yeah, because you never
Much like the COVID shot.
Point cultural. You spent 20 minutes on a deflection.
You're old, girl. I did address you. I want you go.
No, beat your ass.
Get up out of here.
Yeah,
go.
I gotta go.
Go ahead and.
Yep, I gotta go because I gotta.
Yeah, go ahead. Lay on down. Pull the covers over your head.
I gotta go to the secret white meetings
Yeah.
where we get
Girl.
that free.
You're not even white. You a dirty
Yeah.
That
You
we
a
deny
dirty
black
gypsy.
people.
You
and
a
put in
dirty
all the
gypsy.
way-
The meeting, the twist is that the meeting is at your hospice.
Hey Patty, thank you very much for letting me speak on your stage.
Bye, Death Bear.
So I have to
Let me
break
tell
it to
you
you.
something. Foundational white Americans need to tighten up. Mute up. Foundational white Americans need to tighten up. Because y'all just allowing these dirty ass gypsies and all of these different kind of pockets of people to cosplay as y'all. And they giving y'all a bad name. Y'all need to do something about this trash.
Are you referring to the immigrants or
Send
something?
them
What are you
back to
talking
their
about?
country. Yeah, bitch, like you. Because you cosplaying as a crackhead, you not. So stop.
What do you, I'm just me. I'm not cosplaying as any.
Shade. All these people need to get the fuck away. You can't see me coming, motherfuckers.
So listen, guys, I just hate to be the bearer of bad news, but you can't just blindly trust the government and all these, institutions of authority. I mean, have you trusted the government in the past? No, but suddenly you're just like hook, line, and sinker onto this stuff. Like, what's?
Why are you telling your white people that? Go do that. Why are you telling us?
Well, why is it all of a sudden just the coolest thing in the world to just suck up to this stuff, dude?
Why do you care? Why do you care what we do?
Because I'm
Why are you not shutting the fuck up?
It feels like I woke
Why
up
do you
in
care?
that
Not
reality.
shutting the fuck
When
up.
all this
Why
stuff
are
went
you
down,
not
I'm just
shutting
showing up
the
for the last 2
fuck up?
days trying to get
What's
this
up,
out.
Max? Do you have it? Oh, here we go, right here in the shade. In the shade. Why are you not shutting the fuck up?
Arguing about a fucking vaccine right now? Is that what they're
Pure blood
Y'all
want to listen
have
to you.
this
You
way
talking.
of making. Y'all have this way of making the most kind people nasty. Just go fuck off. How about
Right?
that?
Because I'm kind as fuck. And they made me talk to them.
Sick of this shit. Sick of y'all. I don't even know how y'all got here. I know what I'm gonna do from now on. I'm gonna start, even though when I'm at my job, when I'm in my meetings, I'm gonna start leaving my phone in here so y'all crusty ass can't get up in here fucking up the place. Cause this is disgusting. Yeah, man. Last day. This your last day, motherfucker. Enjoy it.
Oh yeah, Alan, you definitely jumped on the block list.
What is going on?
Alan, when you leave, the door is locking behind you, niece.
This your last day. So, cause I'm sick of this.
And I don't even lock folks.
Y'all come in here. Y'all come in
But
here.
you'll make me come meet your big ass.
Rude as fuck. Dumb as fuck.
Ugly as fuck.
You don't do the homework. You don't do the reading assignment. Stay outside.
it's not cool to kiss up to the government. It's never gonna be. You
I'm
guys are
not
really gonna
talking
be.
to you.
When the truth
Nobody's
comes out
talking
about
to
this
you.
stuff, you guys are all
Nobody's
gonna be
talking
silent. You're gonna pretend that you knew it all along. You're gonna be like, oh, I knew it all along.
Like
And
my
I just,
grandmama said.
you know
I
you
can
guys
show you
turn
better than I
into
can
these
tell
little
you. Who that is
comrades.
that fucking when I'm fucking talking? Cause y'all ill-mannered and fucking disrespectful to me. Kiss my ass. How about that? I'm sick of this shit. Somebody need to put their foot down around this bitch, cause this is crazy. These white people is off the rails. What's happening?
That's right, Dr. Edgy. Get them.
Yeah, man.
Trump done put a battery in their back.
These white people is off the road.
Dr. Roddy, none of that support the fights in Patty's room. But that Alan Dean, I take an exception. That guy says the most ridiculous, dumbass shit ever. You need to listen to him in Gary's room. There's a part of personal beef for. Number one is Brad S. I heard he was doxxed. I have his doxing details. I know where he works. Personal, you know how nice my man sound. Some beef complete with big scars. That's who I am. Alan Dean, one of them. Anywhere I see them dragging him, I'm right there.
Well, send me his address. I'll go visit him.
Brad S. or who?
Your nephew Oni was in here.
No, I don't know anything about Alan, but anyway, I go to their rooms, white America. Go and listen to what this Alan says. He's a fucking Armenian. Like, who listens to an Armenian? Like, like fucking ridiculous gypsies that came here because of refugee status. You're there talking. Come on, go and sit down. Anyway, let me move on. So,
All this, that's why I said
Alan is
only that's why I told the foundation of white Americans they need to tighten up and get rid of these crackers, these gypsies and shit.
Kardashian, come on, tell me, oh, you are Kim Kardashian, she's Armenian too. What the hell? Anyway, I move on. Thank you, Charlie. I'm gonna send you more stuff, but nothing as sweet as knowing who Brad S is today, man. That guy tried to shoot me. I would ruin his life.
Brad, the one that called black women ratchet things, I will never forgive him. I would, you know what? Let me mute up because I'm about to incriminate myself.
Look at Pure Blood, just with racist. Baby, they don't like you.
I heard Pure Blood's communication skills. I know I'm not impressed.
Pure Blood.
That nigga got on stage and talk totally different than he does in the chat.
You should have seen he was in he had this argument about mRNA the other day. It didn't go well for him. He presented an article that had been retracted. It was just bad.
Maybe Stevens with a fourth grade English knowledge.
It went real bad for Pure Blood. Pure Blood, we really be nice to you. You might as well just be black like you already the fuck is, and stop trying to be we nicer to him than any other pretender. So you better keep it motherfucking
community. It's terrible.
Yeah, you be with all the niggas.
They really don't even
go do a rain dance. Go grow some maize. Like, what are you doing?
Like, I hate niggas. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Wait, what?
Who said that?
No, I'm just saying he's always negative about black people. He be here every day like this is a job. Pure Blood is always with us.
And then be talking about, you know how niggas is. No, you don't.
Apparently you do. You hear it every day.
He got no job. That's why he don't got shit to do.
You don't know how niggas with. He ain't no pure. He ain't no biracial. He's American Indian, Sasquatchewan.
Keep coming to work. I don't like
What is he just? A white now?
Sasquatchewan.
What the fuck is that?
Come on, fight back, Pure Blood.
That was funny.
Wait, that wasn't as funny as Jess. So whose couch was you talking about, Jess?
Jamal changed his PTR.
Yo, Jamal got to see me forever about that motherfucking couch. That motherfucking couch. Oh, Patty, was you in here? That's the worst home decor I ever fucking seen in my life.
He changed his PTR because of that shit.
He better. Oh, but I got it, baby. I think I do. Let me wait till I get that. That motherfucking couch was so motherfucking ugly.
Don't put the wrong PTR of Justin for that shit.
That couch was toasted. That couch looked like it was made out of motherfucking.
Nigga, look at your home decor. That shit was funny as hell. He said, yeah.
You took that on purpose?
Yo, that nigga said. That nigga had it all pushed up against the back. Like I said, did you have an event that changed, like put the stuff back in for us? That nigga bought one of them foreclosed houses. You could tell that's one of them houses. I said, that shit too big. You don't make that much. The furniture ain't matched the house, bro.
All we gotta do is get a room.
He gonna flip that house and make somebody.
Yeah, he got them people was what they do squat. They was squatting in that house where he bought that. I said that's too big. That furniture too little.
He made it tell he ain't no man.
Y'all know. Wait, but y'all know the black couch, like the black young people's couch. It's like y'all know the couch. It's that two-tone, like
It was like cream and red.
Yeah, but normally it'd be in like leather and brown, like that little faux, disgusting looking leather and that brown.
From the ghetto.
It's in every liquidator warehouse in every fucking city.
He got cream and red.
So you know the house he done it. That bitch tried to be jazzy and get cream and red. You didn't fool us, bitch. We know what that is. Oh. He tried to switch it up and get a different color. That's still that same $3.99 set.
Wait, someone in the chat that day, someone in the chat was like, "Is that a custom color?"
He did, cause I said, and then he put red like doilies on the part where you put your elbows on. I said,
You
boy,
said that
you don't
was his
get that.
towel he jerks off with.
Yeah, that's where he wiped his hands off. I said, look at them little grease stains on the corner. You ain't sweat.
Who was in? That shit was so funny.
Jamal is a lame. Like if anybody on this app, like Jamal, even Manfinity is not as lame as Jamal. Jamal is lame as fuck. And then when he got naked in front of them people on the thing, I was like, yeah, you lame as hell. So I'm like, oh, I thought everybody else was naked. So you did it too?
No, that shit got me weak. Nigga said he thought they got naked, so he got naked. Just to be said, Jamal is Alaska.
That's concerning.
Nigga from Alaska.
Yeah, that's concerning. You can be convinced like that, so all we gotta do is set you up.
Right.
That's them type of niggas that you be seeing with Chris Hansen and them.
But you wanted to get naked, weird nigga.
Yeah, cause he was like, everybody else was naked, so I thought and then everybody was like, no, we wasn't naked. What are you talking about?
We didn't even think you naked if we were.
That's when like PR people quit the same day. Like, this ain't gonna work for me. This ain't gonna work.
Yeah, like over cam though. Sure, man.
On the social media after that.
Yeah, you wouldn't get. I don't give a fuck what y'all told me. It could be 30 million people that I got huge crushes on. You're not getting me. You ain't setting me up so I can be on Instagram the next morning. Young gay guy is the butt of cruel joke.
Not on the weekend. You say they set you up for the sneak pictures. You stupid. Everybody was so traumatized. Ain't nobody take pictures of that shit. That's the sad part about it. Ain't nobody take one picture. Ain't nobody got a picture of him naked.
Straight in the Jonathan room, this bitch.
They was so devastated about that shit. Like that, everybody was like, my eyes was burning. That shit was funny as hell when I heard the story.
And then he was laughing. I couldn't believe he admitted it. I said, oh yeah, you crazy, bro.
You said you would have lied.
I would have lied like shit. First of all, y'all would have never seen me on here again. Because when I would have found out that y'all got my teeth, I'm not coming back on here. But to show back up.
At least not as just.
And then like, or when y'all would have started asking about it, I would have disappeared like a bitch. I would have been out. But he stayed around. He was like, nah, I thought everybody else was naked. I was like, what? I said, that cannot be your reply.
He laughed about it too.
Yeah, he laughed. I said, oh yeah. You ain't got it all, buddy.
Y'all. So y'all gotta give him some grace.
Have y'all seen my
along with him, but that nigga he weird.
Y'all seen my new auntie from she from Africa somewhere, but she posted a picture. I think she like a lawyer, and they was roasting her saying she was ugly and she wouldn't take it down.
Fucked up.
Yeah, that was so fucked up. I hit her up like, auntie, when you come to Atlanta, put those on me because they tried it.
They were dirty. First of all, there are also people that are ugly. There was nothing really wrong with that woman. She just had like.
And stop acting like y'all don't got aunties that look like that. Stop
I don't have no auntie that looks like that, but they was wrong for that shit. And she said she didn't even realize she was going viral because they thought her picture was ugly. That's sad.
She dressed really nice. I mean, she didn't look that bad to me. Like she wasn't like super gorgeous, but it wasn't like I didn't try to make it like, oh my god.
That's what man.
Like through plastic surgery.
What is that?
But it wasn't even the fix, though. She wasn't like hideous. Was she?
Yeah, she was just regular.
She just had a big nose. That's it.
Nah, she did have a big nose. You can on it. she had. They was acting like they never seen nobody with a bell pepper nose before.
You just felt really anti.
I didn't know that. I had a big nose.
Yeah, she had a bell pepper. That's all right. My girl was a lawyer. I bet y'all can't match that. I bet y'all ain't got her bank account.
There's another bell.
I would have been roasting them niggas.
Can y'all post it for me? I want to see it.
I'm gonna find it. She posted a whole bunch of other pictures, and she could dress really, really good.
It's on Yahoo. That's why I read it.
But I love that she stood her ground and because they was like, delete the picture. I was like, she was like, this is what I look like. Like, y'all just got the deal. Like, I'm so sorry y'all are so disturbed by.
I didn't like that one.
Yeah, I didn't like that at all.
heart. I felt bad.
Yeah, because what
Yeah,
she
it didn't
doing?
seem right. Like, what? Because first of all, let me not be rude, but I'm just saying, there's some people who need plastic surgery. So there's nothing wrong with that sister. She looked like.
Yeah, she was well put together. I don't like that. And she just seemed sweet. Like, leave that lady alone.
That's like I be getting obsessed during my days of like responding to people talking shit to Angel Reese in YouTube comments. I be clowning them. Like, I was like, let me get back to work. Stop trying to act like this is what I got.
What they be saying about her? Angel Reese?
Because you know what they did was they did the whole her versus Caitlyn. The white girl who can play, but they try to make it. They don't even play the same position. So they don't have shit to do with each other. So it's stupid.
Oh, you mean like skills? I thought you were talking about look. I was about to say, I know they bring Jim Carrey up in there. Yeah, that's Jim Carrey. So I don't think
she did, but she still looked like a dude. Caitlyn Clark looked straight like Jim Carrey.
I was surprised.
But then they gave her like a low-key Prada deal. That's what I'm saying. This white privilege is a real thing. Ain't no fucking way in hell Caitlyn Clark deserved. Nobody's modeling nothing. Now
Reese has almost double the followers. So if you do it by followers, then why ain't
and Angel Reese is fine. She's somebody I want to see in Prada. I don't want to see no damn Caitlyn Clark. Caitlyn Clark for the.
Don't Angel have Chanel or something like that?
Yeah, she does.
I don't know. I would like that. I would like it.
She already had the competing sponsor, so she wouldn't have been able to get that sponsor.
Yeah.
So like, I think it's the outside.
She has her own shoe, and she has a bunch of stuff. Nothing on my girl Angel. Leave her alone.
Yeah, I think it's everybody else that's making it.
Patty, some women transcend. Like some women, it don't matter if you're gay or not. They just fine.
You're not gay.
That's true. Some men transcend. Some what's that man? You ever seen what's that gay movie that I don't like? That y'all know straight people like.
It goes away, bro.
What's the gay movie that I like that the straight people like, but I didn't? Moonlight. You remember that movie? Did you see that? You didn't? Is it? When did Moonlight come out? It's probably 10 years old.
Yeah.
And it won an Oscar, right? Or something, right?
It got nominated. I don't think it won.
No, it won Best Picture.
It was the discrepancy, right?
Yeah, because they announced that it was La La Land. It wasn't La La Land. It was Moonlight. Moonlight won. And I know that because I won the trophy in our Oscar competition. Because I picked the winner. I repped the winner. So yeah, I remember Moonlight.
You thought you had predicted that they were gonna win. Did you enjoy the movie?
Oh, I want to see it. I read
That's how. Just how you said it is how I felt.
I think there are lots of things to discuss. When you say, I think there are lots of things to discuss about it, but the reason I say I liked it is because for the moment, it was a necessary movie. It was a necessary story.
I think that as far as movies like and depictions of black people, I'm really into that. Like just seeing like black people on film. I think the way it was shot, the way it captured black people, I thought it was beautiful. I thought that was like really, really great. Didn't get it. And I'm I don't understand what they talk about. Like, I'm so lost at what is going on with this.
That's interesting. Maybe we should have a talk about that. But I thought the cinematography for the movie was good. But I want to see Barry Jenkins do other things because he used those same techniques when he did the Underground Railroad series, and I think it didn't work for that.
Okay, I didn't know he did that. I've never seen that. I keep it.
Yeah, he did the one that's the series that's based on the novel.
Was that on Cinemax?
It was it Prime? I think it was Prime. Yeah.
I'll have to check that out.
And it's the one that's based on the novel, not the TV show. So, because there are two different ones. This is, and there's some things about him as a filmmaker that I, have issues with. But I think that Moonlight was a good movie for the time when it was made.
It just came out of nowhere, though. Like, the plot line came out of fucking nowhere. That's what threw me.
Really?
The being gay was not like a relevant. Not that it should have been relevant, but there was.
But that was the point of the whole movie.
That's what I thought.
What's going on? What's going on?
I thought it should have been relevant.
No, I'm saying it should have probably been more prominent. That shit came in like the third act.
No, it was in the it was present in the whole movie.
Maybe I just didn't catch that shit.
Yeah, you didn't. Because that was his whole thing with his mom, like in the first part, when the mom got into it with the Mahershala Ali character.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was what her whole thing was. I mean,
But Womack was like 15 when that movie came out, because I just looked it up. So
yeah.
But I mean, she literally, if you watch the movie, I don't know how you missed it. 15 ain't no excuse. I'm sorry.
I don't know. Maybe I need to rewatch. I thought the movie was beautiful. I mean, as far as the shooting of it, the cinematography, like you said, was great. I just, whenever this shit popped up in the background, I was like, what was that? Huh?
Because there's literally like sexual contact in the second part. Did you just watch?
When they went to the beach, yeah.
That's the second part, not the third part.
Okay. I mean, I've watched it one time when it came out, so that's just what I remember about it.
So I do think that it was hard, like, and I've only watched it once as well. I found it like hard to follow. And what was interesting is I took my mom to go see it, not like as like a coming out movie, but I just like thought like, oh, this would be like something that like me and her can experience, and then like explain some shit. I remember we left there, she was like, baby, I didn't understand nothing that was going on. I said I didn't either. So I hope you liked it.
I like that they didn't make Mahershala's character like a fucking idiot. You know, it's like, I feel like when you get character tropes in those type of movies, they tend to just like lean into stereotypes with those type of people.
What was the character trope?
He was was he a stepfather?
No, that wasn't his stepdad.
I gotta watch the movie again. It was just,
wasn't he like a figure?
He was the neighborhood drug dealer.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Dr. AG. Like, they took that trope, you know, he was a nigga in the neighborhood, and they made him caring and not the weird character in this type of situation. And he dealt with a lot of the situations that happen later in the movie, or like the beach scene, you know, when they go into the water and all that, like the little baptism scene. I think they like fleshed that out, if I'm remembering this movie right. But I'll stop talking because I probably
you gotta see it again. Because it's not really, I mean, you gotta, and maybe it's a movie like for a particular time. Because the thing of the character, my reading of it was, it played on that notion. People always say how the kids in the community, like, they look up to the drug dealers, and the drug dealers are like the ones who lead the kids like astray and they get them involved in the drug, like it was that kind of thing. And the whole issue of how that's a version of masculinity. And so the relationship between them is a play on that. So you gotta get that part. I don't know that the humidity in my office destroyed my students' clay project.
And I think that him being the drug dealer and not being like what, you know, like a necessarily a bad character. And I wouldn't say a father figure, but just kind of like treating him like noticing what was going on with him and then kind of like, you know, just like being around. I think that is, I can say from personal experience, that's a very prominent thing in like when you're like young, black, and gay, which I don't think people talk about a lot. And I will say I did appreciate that because you do, and I guess if you probably straight young black boys too, but I don't know because I ain't never been a straight young black boy. But it's a lot of people that'll try to like, you know, take you under their wing. Sometimes the intention will be wrong, but I think that that's kind of what that represented is like. There's always that figure. Even if you have a dad, you always gonna have like some man trying to swoop in and be like, "This is how you do it, son."
Just did you watch The Wire?
It wasn't like that. Like his thing was, it wasn't overtly, you know, I'm gonna you know, save your life type thing. It wasn't overtly that. It somewhat turned into that, but it wasn't overtly that.
Can we just have like a modern movie night where we watch modern black films sometime?
Of course.
That would be cool. Just, did you watch The Wire?
I have not. You know, I tried to watch it, and the acting surprisingly was just not what I needed it to be.
Where?
On The Wire.
Well, I mean, part of the thing with The Wire is they had some people who were like professional actors, but some of those people, this was like their first acting, and they were like that on purpose. Like it wasn't supposed to feel, even though it was scripted, it wasn't supposed to feel scripted. Like that's the thing with Barry Levinson. I think that's Barry Levinson, right? Because he also did Barry Levinson. He also did Oz.
Yeah, the same person. Yeah, I liked Oz a lot.
Yeah, it was not. I got the wrong thing. It's David Simon. He did Oz, and he had that TV show Homicide: Life on the Streets, which was all about the Baltimore police. Like that's the thing with him.
That was like a weird The Wire spin-off, right?
No, The Wire was first. I mean, Homicide was first.
Oh, that's not what I'm thinking of. But they did something after The Wire, like where they were police, and it was like almost all the same people. I'll have to look it up.
I don't know. But no, Homicide was first. That was a TV show from the 90s, early 2000s, and it's called Homicide: Life on the Streets. And the David Simon guy, he either was a police officer or something like that.
He wasn't off. He was reporter. He worked for the Baltimore Sun.
Oh, okay, yeah. And he did the police beat or the crime beat or whatever. I think, yeah. But yeah, it was supposed to feel, because even on the TV show Homicide, like the way it was shot, it had like all that sepia toning and stuff to give it this kind of gritty feel. But
So what's the first movie y'all want to try to watch together? Dr. AG, since you do this, what do you think? So like,
no, I'm gonna let people pick.
I mean, there's a lot of ideas to choose from.
what?
A black movie.
I'm not doing none of them Tyler Perry shit.
I'm not gonna be a fan.
Absolutely not.
It gotta be a black movie or anything?
Gotta be a black movie.
Okay.
called like America Home or something. Have y'all ever seen that? I think it was John Boyega.
What was it?
Which is ironic as fuck. He was playing a character who like recently got released from jail, and it's like, God, the story was crazy as fuck. But it's basically like just this regular guy. He gets out, and he's trying to. It shows all of the difficulties of like somebody that came out of the system, and how shit just doesn't work. You know what I mean? But it's put into this long drawn out picture. It was really dope. But I'm gonna try to find the title and I'll send it to you. One second.
How about Life?
Oh my God. I thought you were gonna talk about. I thought we were gonna do serious film.
Life is kind of. The reason I said Life is because it has. So what I was gonna say, let me tell you the other two I was gonna say, Doctor.
What Life are you talking about? The sci-fi movie?
No,
or
Life
talking about Martin Lawrence.
That Martin Lawrence bullshit? Absolutely not.
No. The Life is a great movie. That actually, you saying that makes me want to do it more. So the other two I was thinking was Dead Presidents or Paid in Full.
Now, Dead Presidents isn't interesting.
Both of those are good ones.
Or Paid in Full.
Paid in Full.
What about the original?
What's wrong, Dr.
Wait, hold on. Dr. AG, have you seen Paid in Full? I'm curious.
Of course.
So what is getting your feedback? Tell me something.
I don't want to. I mean, it's okay. It's not. It just wasn't giving me, higher film aspirations. I mean, we can talk about it though. I would rather do the Takers. I would rather do the Takers.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, what about Higher Learning, Dr. AG?
Yeah, Higher Learning's good. What was the one Patty said?
Dear White People. The movie?
That's a good one.
I don't know about that one.
I've never seen the movie. Y'all seen the TV show?
It's a movie. It's a movie, yeah, I don't know. The Last Black Man in San Francisco. The Last Black Man in San Francisco.
I do want to see that anyway.
I hated that, and I hated it.
Was it boring? Is that why you hated it?
Yeah, it felt too forced. I was just like, oh no.
It wasn't boring or forced.
Okay, how about if Bill Street could talk?
Oh, well, I'll count me in the next one.
Yeah, I mean, it's okay because it's a book. I thought the movie was interesting, but again, you can't go wrong with James Baldwin, but
I want you to watch Life again.
It's Barry Jenkins again with the same cinematography, which didn't really work for this film. It needed to be, he needed 8mm a little bit. I don't know. But
I want you to watch Life again, Dr. AJ. We should do Life first.
Why?
Because it's a great movie, and if you don't think it's great, I really want to know why you don't think it's great.
Okay. If y'all choose it, I'll do it. But I mean,
I got a suggestion. A thin line between love and hate.
Absolutely not.
Great movie.
Absolutely not.
It needs to be unpacked. Because for the longest time, I thought she was the crazy one, right?
Okay.
She wasn't.
It doesn't, because you open the suitcase, there's only 2 items in there. That ain't gonna take long.
He did her dirty. Did y'all all see Judas and the Black Messiah? Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Oh, Judas and the Yes, I did. I was not that thrilled.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
I just was expecting a little bit more.
What is going on?
One of us gotta write this down. I'm getting dressed.
Okay, I got one.
Okay, so I think think the first two we should do is either, or the first one we should do is either Life or Crooklyn.
I hate Crooklyn. That's horrible.
You hate Crooklyn?
That's a
You
horrible.
hate Crooklyn. Oh,
Yeah, that's some California shit.
you don't understand. You don't get it at all.
You know what it felt like? I'm about to make y'all more mad. It felt like they were trying to do an East Coast version of a Cali movie. That's what it felt like.
You are shaming you.
I'm about to let Dr. Genie loose on you.
That movie's horrible.
There's nothing.
Dr. G is over there transforming like the Powerpuff Girls.
There is no Cali movie even next door.
Menace to Society?
Absolutely.
Serious?
Menace to Society is a great movie.
It's not nowhere to Crooklyn.
But that shit ain't nothing like Crooklyn at all.
It's cross country. It's cross country from Crooklyn.
Can I submit one now that I made y'all mad at me? Because I just rewatched it recently, and there's a lot that I didn't see before. Is School Days.
Oh, I will watch School
Days.
There's a lot in School
Always
Days.
been like that, nigga.
There's a lot in School Days.
This is what you go to.
I like school. What you like? I'm
School Days is okay.
I just want a suggestion from you because I want to know what you think is good to see.
I already suggested. I said The Last Black Man in San Francisco.
I'm gonna watch that.
San Francisco, I don't like it, just for the record. For the record.
I mean, it's a lot of good movies. I would go with Judas and the Black Messiah. I mean, it feels Talk isn't a bad movie to watch.
Oh, y'all want black conscious movies. Y'all ain't about that
They don't want to laugh. That's why I picked Life, because it has serious and not serious parts. I can't believe you don't like Life, Dr.
Yeah, because I was going to say, if we watch Life, we got to watch all of night. We got to.
Y'all might as well watch it.
We got shit to do with that.
I wouldn't pick them. And I think Life is it's kind of a retelling of another movie, like the guy who is there escaped. What was the name of that movie with Sidney Poitier?
Is him in a white man?
It sounds like you're describing stir crazy.
No, that's not Sidney Poitier, sir.
No, I knew. That's why I was listening. That's Richard Pryor.
Big difference.
That's a good movie, though.
I'm trying to remember the movie where they escape and he's like tied to the other man.
You said it wasn't a white man?
The Defiant Ones. The Defiant Ones is the name of it.
I need who the towel with and kick him out because he being real disrespectful for no reason in the chat.
Who is it?
Somebody named Howard.
That's somebody trying to like be under a different name. Because I ain't never heard of this dude.
Oh, he's been removed. He been removed?
Dr. H, what do you think the most influential black film is? I'm just trying to think of out of the movies you're naming what falls into your wheelhouse.
I mean, it would depend on how you're defining influential.
Culturally, probably.
Yeah, that still would depend because I would say. You mean influential for filmmakers or influential for people watching the film?
Please, not The Color Purple. Please.
I think for film watchers, because if we're talking about for filmmakers, there's a bunch of them.
But damn, I think I watch The Color Purple at least once a year. No Roots, no Color Purple.
Yeah,
I got it. Lady Sings the Blues.
Lady Sings the Blues is that.
You think it was influential for film watchers?
Oh no! You can answer that. I don't know that one. I I was searching for the movie to watch. Sorry.
Oh. Yeah, I think that's really hard. I think that's really hard to say. But it would probably be. Oh, I don't know. No, that's hard to judge. Because I think like in the 50s it would be different than in the 70s.
Right.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
Because I would say like in the early 20th century, it would probably be one of Oscar Michaud's films, like The Homesteader or something like that. Because people were watching those movies, even though he was like an independent filmmaker. And then, I don't know, what's the one, Island in the Sun? I think that might have been an influential movie because it introduced Black romance, so to speak, to viewers. I don't know. That's a hard thing.
What about Love Jones?
Yeah, see, I think that's good, like a popular culture. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe for the 90s, because it had a kind of aesthetic, and I think Love Jones is one of those movies that made everybody think they knew poetry, and so we had that resurgence of oral poetry. What is it? Open mic night or whatever.
Spoken word and like deaf poetry.
Yeah, I don't know that was necessarily good for the culture, but.
Dr. AG, have you ever heard Brother Messy's poetry?
Have I ever heard what?
Brother Messy's poetry?
No, I never have.
Please ask him to give you a sample. It is a blessing.
Really? I never heard it.
Just imagine.
It's hilarious.
I could just
I could
imagine.
do like a little sample.
Oh, so it's not serious.
You tell me. He be like, niggas be chatting.
Doing the last poets. Now he writing off the last poets. Niggas is scared of revolution.
You gotta get him to do it. It's so funny, Dr. H.
It's even funnier when he do the
chatting shit and don't know shit.
Oh yeah, that's classic.
It'd be even funnier when he do the hands with somebody in the middle of an argument. He start humming and shit. That should be funny as hell.
Yeah, Brother Messi is good for an old Negro spiritual.
He will hum you to death. You feel like you in the field picking cotton fucking web.
You never seen like when they said how like killings happen in slave movies, and they had that man who was like, you never seen that?
I told him that like that. Ashton was like here cursing whatchamacallit out. If he would have came with that shit would have been grade A funny. We would have had to record that shit.
Ashton probably would have fried him too. He was on a rampage, baby.
Yeah, but y'all gotta stop letting them racist people come in here. I guess that's something I need to work on because I don't understand the benefit. I don't see anything that comes of that. So, maybe I gotta work on it. Because that is a vexation upon my spirit. All right, let's see. Yeah, y'all use pencils? Yeah, I use mechanical pencil from.
I press too hard for mechanical pencils.
Yeah, I like and I like 2.5 pencil.
The fat ones.
Number 2 pencils are too soft. People can't write with pencils anymore, though. Have you ever seen like a kid try to write with a pencil?
No.
Like a regular pencil?
Yeah, I use cursive, so.
Yeah, their penmanship is deplorable.
Bima, welcome to In the Muff. You made it back. You're a survivor.
I told my students.
You're all that's left of In the Muff, Bima.
So one of them said, "Oh, okay. Well, I just wanted to make sure because on my, I have iMac and I see you use Apple products, and so it's Notepad. Is that sufficient for a notebook?"
Oh, that's hysterical, Dr.
It's like,
oh, that is so
Look
funny.
at this, JohnForCongress.com. This is Black America for candidate Congressman. John Kitover.
I'm like, and it's your phone that you're using, not a notebook.
Oh my God.
Where would I get that from? From where you buy books? They sell
Let me
notebooks.
introduce you to
Let
paper.
me introduce you to the world. Yeah.
You know, when I go out in my neighborhood, I don't even want to let them know I'm a retired educator because I don't want to admit that I have anything to do with people that have to work in the workforce today.
Oh yeah,
Because
that's not my
sometimes.
fault.
No, exactly. I just don't want to take blame or credit at this point.
I take all the credit because I tell them I build success from the ground up, and I have the evidence to show for the students whose lives I have touched. So, and I tell them on the regular, I'm like, look, you can't go out here in the world and be saying, you took a class with me and doing stupid shit. I have a reputation to protect, and you're not gonna have me out here in these streets sideways. So from this point on, here are the standards you have to abide by because you're not gonna play on my name.
That was me, especially I'm with you, and I taught the 4-year college in my area where I taught high school, and there was no way my name was going to go on someone's report card or a certificate or a credential that was going to have my name on it and say that they hit some standards that they didn't hit. And my students went on to play college, sports and then pro sports, and we got the pressure from the coaches. Go ahead and please just pass this kid. They've got a scholarship on the line. They've got a career on the line. And I was like, I was a technology teacher. And my whole thing was if I couldn't get these kids to send an email, then they didn't deserve to get a pro career because I couldn't manage it.
Yeah, I don't deal with the athletes. That's a whole different level. Only very few of them come my way because they know what it's hitting for over here. And they don't want none of this black woman's business. So they stay over there, and I'm good with that. But every now and then I do get, I'll get an odd one. Every now and then. And they're not odd because of that, but odd because I get the one who, they're really interested in the level of work I'm given.
Right. Yep.
But for the most part, and because how my schedule is, they often aren't available during the times because of how their schedules are and stuff. But for me, it's just basic thinking things and basic ways that you like. I don't appreciate people who can't answer questions. No, we're gonna learn basic communication. When you talk to someone, you address them by their name and repeat a a portion of their question, so you make sure you understand it, and then you answer. Like, that's how we gonna operate. We gonna have some basic social learning, in addition to facts, concepts, critical thinking, skills, that kind of thing. But no, we're in the business of making better humans, and so
Thank you. And
that's what this has got to be. So.
And a good mentor teaches that to a good, beginning educator, is that we're there to make a whole person. We're not there to teach a subject or a curriculum. We're there to make a whole person.
Yeah.
And you can't do that, but without building the blocks. And the blocks are social, emotional, and the rest.
Yeah, so it's a way.
Yes.
With facts. At the same time, I'm not your mama. Like, I tell them very often, only your parents are obligated to love you. That's not my job. I'm not in the love business. So if you're looking for love, my place is the Ross. I'm not doing all that. So, but that doesn't mean there's not nurturing. That doesn't mean there's not care. That doesn't mean any of that. But all that mammy shit, you gotta do something else for that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get paid enough for that. And then people wasn't being paid, so.
Well, we didn't go into education for the money.
It's an interesting profession.
It is. It's a calling. At least for me and the people that I know, it was a passion.
Oh, Fish Belly, I'm just reading your comments. Okay, all right. Yes, the spook who sat by the door, amazing. Oh yes, sweet back, sweet ass that's what is it? Sweet back, sweet ass revenge or something. That's that Marvin Van Peebles. Okay. Yeah, these are some good movies. Yeah, you need to put those on the movie going list. Mm-hmm. That's good. Mm-hmm. All right, let me go. I gotta. What's going on? Oh, Patty's back. Okay.
What y'all talking about now?
Oh, I was just recounting some of Fish Belly's movies that they put in the chat. The good suggestions. For movies that changed culture, whatever. And yeah. All right, I got to turn it off. Oh, I need to leave my phone in here so them losers can't come in here and tear shit up. We done had the cleaning crew come in, clean up. We can't let them back in here tearing shit up. That's what I'm gonna have to do, because they play too much. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get my phone so they can't break through the door. But y'all be sleeping.
They filed charges against the guy that killed the 11-year-old.
Identified as Farhad N, is accused of 2 charges of murder and 44 charges of attempted murder for a car wreck during a trade union demonstration in Munich in February this year, 2025. The attack killed a 37-year-old woman and her 12-year-old daughter, while injuring 44 others, with prosecutors stating
for real, like, be careful, because you never know, like, who's Muzamil?
Hey, Sheka-wise, I might not be Sam Rosen, but I can be a definitive substitute for you, my darling.
Oh my God, darling, when are you gonna ship me over to Chicago?
Fly right now. Look up your flights, my love.
Oh yes, I will definitely do this. John Kitover.
Love bomb. You're my mojo love bomb. Super positive vibrations.
That's right.
This guy's running for office next to where I live. Like, this is the politician. This is my local politician, Mojo.
That's right. We are rising to power. And shekel-wise, when you come here and make it big for me, we'll raise up the sail on the mast of my massive sailboat.
You have to marry me. The only thing is that you have to marry me. That's it. Yes,
I'll marry you with love, Mojo.
No, if I don't get my finger, I don't want it.
Yeah, we got a diamond ring for you over here, baby. Just make it to Chicago. We got a beautiful two.
I want your heart.
You can have my heart and a 2-carat diamond, my love.
You say it's dangerous to be here, but I have the danger.
But you have to be careful. I'm being serious. You don't know, like, you know, how people
Don't play with her heart, man.
Crazy.
Don't play with her heart. Don't play with her heart. Listen, my love, I know you miss Sam Rosen, but as I said, I can be a Jewish substitute for you, but I'm not really Jewish because my mother is not a Jew. So that makes me not Jewish. I'm goy. I'm a goy to these Jews, my love. I'm a Mishling according to the Nazi Germans, not according to Jews, you schmuck.
Oh gosh,
Never mind. I heard Jews call you guys that.
No, I brought it up because Jews don't even know German history and how they fucked over all these Mishling.
Well, I have a question for you, Mojo. Are you considering converting?
To what, Christianity?
No, Judaism.
No, I'm a baptized Christian.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I got baptized by a black man at the pool in the YMCA in Evanston.
He's not serious. I can't take it. He's so funny.
Yeah, I picked up the Bible. I picked up the Bible and I said, if you want to get to heaven, you got to get baptized. I was like, well, let's get that check mark. You know what? You know what, shekel-wise? The marriage engagement is canceled. Just forget about it. Don't worry about it, sweetheart.
Why? What'd you do?
Is that the way you yell at your dog? You're gonna yell at the kids. I don't want somebody in the house yelling at yelling. Forget about it. You're a yeller. I got enough recordings of you anyways. I need somebody new in my life.
Oh my God, you don't want me anymore?
No, I just came in here to find out if you really miss Sam Rosen or if you were just a scarlet-lettered little rose, a clown house hussy.
Will always be my love, but the thing is, John Kitover, you know, I don't know how many times you can offer me.
Listen, not only am I running for Congress, but I'm also a successful attorney, so I got to run to court. God bless everybody. I hope you have a great day.
You are not an attorney. Don't lie to us, but have a good one, man.
Have a good one.
That's not true. I filed a lawsuit. I got to get to my computer to finish up the 18-page document.
Go ahead now.
I mean, I'm not a lawyer by trade. I'm a lawyer by choice. Love you, darling.
Is this the lawsuit about the ballots? The signatures?
No, this is a lawsuit against the IRS and the Treasury, Scott Bessent.
Okay, good luck.
Thank you. I'm suing for $210,000.
Oh my goodness.
We're hoping that we get 70,000. Then we can fly out my darling shekel-wise. Yeah, shekel-wise, I mean, if you want to move to Chicago and get out of Europe and marry a man and have children and be happy, I mean, I'm your guy. Sam Rosen was an atheist faggot. So, you only miss him because he's your simp. He's your Jewish simp. I mean, I'm not Jewish and I ain't your simp, baby. But if you want to come to Chicago and make it big, I'm your man.
Okay, so let's do it then. You have to offer me some camels.
Well, I can sing you a song called Chicago by Frank Sinatra. How does that sound, darling?
Oh my God, that sounds nice.
Here we go.
This is a nice song.
Chicago, that title in town, Chicago, I will show you around. I love it. Bet your bottom dollar you lose the blues in Chicago, the town that Billy Sunday could not shut down. On Great Street, that Great Street. I just want to say, they do things that they never do on Broadway. Say, I saw a man and he danced with his wife. They have the time of their life in Chicago, my hometown. Yeah.
Performance of a lifetime. Thank you.
I bet you don't miss Sam Rosen anymore, that little atheist fuck.
No, I really don't. You actually, you know what? I'm flying to you.
She's frying. She's frying right
Well,
now.
check up flights on Google Flights. Let me know how much it is. We'll bill it to the campaign, darling.
That's like, how many kids do you want to have, Mojo? How many kids? Hello?
Bunch of John Kitovers running around. Oh my god.
Imagine.
What did the world do to deserve that? Oh my god.
Well, we have enough room for as many kids as you can pop out, baby.
Oh my god. See, Jack? Imagine if that would actually happen.
Crazier things have happened.
Anything can happen, you know.
When you fingers push them,
You would have to. Wait, you're Christian, right?
Well, my father is Muslim. My mom is Christian. I was baptized as a baby.
Do you disavow Muhammad as being a false prophet?
I don't believe in Islam. I don't believe that Islam is the right religion.
So you think
But
it's
I
a.
have
So how would you
I have
describe?
respect for all religions.
Well, your dad is a Muslim. So how would you describe Muhammad?
My dad is just Muslim by the name, but he's not an actual Muslim. Like he is not practicing or anything. He's very.
I know, but if let's say Sharia law, became the law of the land, would you resist or would you submit?
Of course. What the fuck?
see what he'll bring it up.
Absolutely not.
She wants Sharia in her home. Dude.
What I'm trying to say is.
My husband to do Sharia law.
Everyone will have Sharia soon.
Shekawise, what I'm trying to tell you is I'm in politics, and at the present moment, I've got a mosque backing me of about 3,000 Muslims in the area. So I need you. You don't have to do it. Yeah, you don't have to do it all the time, Shekawise, but for political purposes, I need you to put on a burqa and come with me to the local mosque.
Stay in here. I'm gonna show you. Give me one.
What did they ask from you? They didn't ask for anything, huh? They just said they'll support you, I'm sure.
No, they just said, say the Shahada and you're in. I was like, really? Okay, cool. Done. Sign here. I need your signature on this petition, sir.
But isn't that something we could use against you? Like, oh, he's supported by the Muslims.
No, but at my local park, there's all these Muslim women in burqas now. They bring their kids. I'm just like, damn, we got invaded.
Yeah.
So look now, Mojo. What do you think about this?
Let's
Is
see.
this good enough?
Let's see. Yeah, that's good. Perfect. Perfect. Then after that, I'll take you to the Ninja Academy. We'll tie that burqa back, put the form-fitted ninja suit on. I'll give you some stars and a sword, and you can go on your top secret ninja operation, baby. You can get through customs enforcement and make your way to Chicago dressed like a ninja. Go for it.
I think Galileo should dress like that because the amount of evil eye that you're going to be protecting yourself from.
No, what it's saying is, see, most people don't understand Islam, and therefore.
That's liberating. I think that what she's wearing is a very liberating thing. I wish I could just go out of the house wearing that.
No, what it's.
Even covering your face?
Yeah, that's my dream.
I mean, I understand if it was. I understand that people should dress modest, like in every religion.
Look in the UK, I wouldn't cover my face or in the West because your face is associated with the identity. But let's say if I was to go to Iraq or like the strict like conservative areas, or like even if I was to go to like northern areas of Pakistan or like my dad's
That's right.
my family's village, right? I would like definitely like cover my face.
Okay, Shekawise, I hate to interrupt, but I text you my cell phone number. Text me in the back end. I don't know if you can text US telephone
What
numbers.
is that?
It's my cell phone number. You have to text me if you want to make it to Chicago, baby.
Oh my God, sweetheart. See, Charlie, what do you think? He's a hot Jew, though. Should I go for him?
It's up to you. If it's allowed in your religion.
No, it's not allowed in my culture or in my community or in my family. You know what?
You
I'm
should.
a little bit rebellious.
You have to look at me as an American, though, because I think America first. I'm above all of this religious and ethnic divide. I'm an American. We are so generic, but that's the beauty of an American. We don't care either way. We just want to make money and live in peace, live in security, and be happy and have children and just live a full life. And we don't need to get bogged down with all these labels because I am an American.
I have a question though, right? Yeah. I feel like people could learn something from the Jews. Honestly, I'm not going to say
people could learn from Thomas Jefferson. He waged the first American war against Islamists, running the coastline, running slaves. I mean, we took action in 1800 against the Muslim terrorists who had thousands of Americans enslaved. Like, we will fight.
We had a problem with slavery with Thomas Jefferson.
Yeah, he freed the Americans from the Muslim terrorists, the Barbary Coast pirates.
Oh, the Barbary slave trade. That was an American.
Why the Muslims always been doing things?
That was American. The American Navy did the first deployment there and liberated hundreds of Americans from servitude. Some Americans served.
It was mostly Europeans.
That was Americans. Listen, those Americans served on a slave ship for 10 years. Could you imagine serving on a slave ship for 10 years and getting liberated by somebody from Boston? You're like, thanks, bro. Dude, you saved my life, man. Thank you.
Mojo, you Jewish motherfucker,
Listen, Charlie, don't talk to me like that. I don't care where you're from and how cool your little PTR is. I'm not going to stand for it. And I miss Sam Rose.
How cool your PTR is.
This is the Salafi God. This is my God.
Oh, not too much on that.
No, okay, anyways, change the topic.
Listen, I studied Salafism in Egypt for 4 years. I got a doctorate in it, okay, Charlie? Take your bullshit little troll and fuck off.
Well, Mojo, you're Jewish. Okay, you need to fucking read more into it, innit? But anyways, listen.
I'm joking.
But don't you guys think, right? I genuinely think, when people talk about Islamic extremism and this, that, oh, he's gone. Anyways, when people think about
it's definitely something, and the most of the people in our country are of some form of, theology, mostly Christianity. It seems to be the dominant one, right? But then, like, certain actions that are taking place, like, putting the 10 Commandments in certain schools, saying prayers in certain schools, right? It's a slow and steady game for, it's not going to be something that's going to happen overnight, not like what occurred in The Handmaid's Tale, right? This is a slow, gradual process by which they're just kind of creeping in and then slipping under the radar, right? And so I think actively being aware of what's going on and where it seems like the boundaries are being pushed will inform me of better ways to push back, right? That's how we're going to prevent that type of outcome from occurring. But if we just oh, it's never going to happen and just kind of like ignore it and wave it away, well, that's kind of what they want, right? They want you to think that it's not a big deal. That's how they're going to slip under the radar and infiltrate and change our country into a theocracy. It's a slow and steady race for them. So, yeah.
Shawnito, let me ask you a question. And I'm being respectful and sincere. Do you think coming on this app and repeating your positions, I'm not saying you do this, but I'm saying, do you think that there's a better way to communicate your positions? Like, how do you do self and communication analysis to optimize your communication and time here?
Right. Well, I listen to the responses of people, and if I think that the responses are germane, then I will incorporate that into the way that I speak, right? But a lot of the times, people's responses aren't germane, which to me indicates, a couple of reasons why that occurred. Either I'm not communicating correctly what I want to correct. I'm not conveying it through words, through semantic language in a way that they understand, right? And so then I need to do my own research and figure out, okay, how do I better say the things that I want to say. And if you've been familiar with me at all since I've been on this app for the last 3 years, like the first year or so I was on this app, I was just a wallflower. I didn't say one. Right? I would just go into rooms and I would listen. I would listen to people talk. I never went to college. I never got a degree or really any education on philosophy at all, but it was something that I was always interested in getting into. And so I've always been this like armchair philosopher, but at the same time, I also wanted to make sure that I'm not falling in the same traps as some other, armchair philosophers where they get stuck in this constant rhetoric grind where they don't ever change, right? Either, reforming what they're trying to convey or integrating, information that is pertinent to, them wanting to be a philosopher. And that's kind of my endeavor. Is I'm constantly looking at ways of better trying to convey what I need to say, and looking for better information that I can incorporate into my philosophy that I currently have.
Hey, Shanito, are you guys aware that you're being streamed live by this Mojo? He's got a YouTube channel and he's streaming this.
Yeah, we know about John. That's all right. I've known about him for the last 3 years. I have about 20 of his accounts blocked. He's being cordial right now, which is why I'm allowing him to be on the stage. But the moment he shows his trolling, he's going to be gone. So yeah,
How many
I'm
viewers?
well aware of it.
Marco, how many viewers?
I don't know. I haven't even gone into his. I'm tired of bluffing.
I'll post the link in the chat.
You guys know.
Also, Necro is a campaign contributor. Thank you, Necro. Tomorrow, Thomas Massey and Ro Khanna, a Democrat, are submitting a co-petition to Speaker Johnson, and they have multiple Epstein victims on the steps of Congress. So you got your way, Necro. Congratulations.
Glad. It's just sad that you couldn't have promise, but yeah, it is true. I did take $5 to rent, and I kind of regret it. So. Anyways,
Don't regret it. Yeah. If you want more in life, you got to give. That's the secret to prosperity giving. Thank you, Necro.
From your mistakes is all I say. Anyways, Sean, it's interesting, Sean. It's like, you express like concerns. Like one of the things really I find issues the Republican Party, not that we disagree on political issues or things like that, is my concern with the Republican Party. It's just that they seem to be against directly what the Constitution, says really when they want to impose Christian, nationalism. But I mean, Christine brought up earlier though about like wealth, from what I remember. I have more concern with that being what affects the country than Christian.
Other people, their circumstances are different, but it's not like yours. And you cannot just criticize them because
I'm not criticizing migration, bro. I'm criticizing illegal immigration. And we're criticizing those people who push and say, no, there should be no difference between legal and illegal immigration. But there is a difference. There is.
You need to pick on the government. Why they not?
But when you're emotionally attached to an outcome, or you're speaking from a point of emotion, we get nowhere.
See, but I'm trying to stay within your framework. You would agree that we agreed that emotions are internal, and we have agreed that we don't always express them very well, right? We've agreed those things.
I didn't agree that most people don't express them very well.
I didn't say most.
I didn't say that. I didn't say people don't express them very well.
Okay, well, all right, well.
I just said that you'll never see me externally emoting.
Okay, so but we agree that it's internal, right?
Well, it's internal for me, but it's both internal and external for most people.
Okay, but we still agree that we can agree that it's still internal. That's kind of where I want to start at.
Of course, emotions.
So if you're able to wrap your head around that concept.
If I'm able to wrap my head around that concept, is that what you just said?
Yeah, I did. Because you're having an idea of how this faith, of how emotion works. And you have this concept, which I don't disagree with.
Well, no, we haven't discussed my concept of how emotion works. It's not just the magic.
Did you just say it was internal?
That's one part of a big whole.
For this
yeah, I didn't explain to you my concept of how emotions work, why they arise.
For our conversation, where they're at it's just.
Yes, we've established that emotions are not from some external energy.
Okay, so the same way that your emotions are internal, faith is internal.
For you, yes, but we've already discussed that. Do you remember?
For me. So are you saying that there's individuals out there whose emotions are not internal?
I don't know if you're actually listening to me. I said faith is not internal to me. I accept that faith is internal to you. I don't have that in me.
So would you say that there's people out there that their emotions are not internal?
Didn't we just? Why are you doing this? I said that I agree that emotions are internal with people. I didn't add a caveat except for some. What is your idea of correcting me?
I'm just trying to stay within your framework.
But you keep saying things that I didn't say.
I'm just trying to be consistent within your framework.
You're being consistent in a framework that has nothing to do with what I said.
Okay.
It's entailed by what you said.
I'm sorry?
It's entailed by what you said. If you say something's a square, and then somebody else says it's got four sides, and then you throw up your hands and say, well, I didn't say it has four sides, then everybody would be very confused because that's what it means to be a square. So when you say emotions, everybody has emotions are internal.
Yeah.
And then Malak asks, okay, well, doesn't that mean that emotions are internal for everybody? And it's just confusing when you say, well, I didn't say that.
No. Then he said, well, would you say that emotions are external for some when I already said that emotions are internal for people? And I didn't add a caveat except for some. So I'm wondering where he got that from. Is that a belief of his? I don't know. It's confusing to me.
You know, I don't want to confuse you further, so I'm going to drop it here.
Okay. All right. Nice talking to you.
I just saw James said this room is live on YouTube. Is somebody streaming this? I'm not.
But hey,
wait. Where did you see it live on YouTube?
I don't. Yeah, James says this room is currently live on YouTube. We had John
Kitover? Oh, okay.
Yeah, so Jimmy is the king of autism. So if you have questions about autism, definitely ask Jimmy.
Seriously. But no, look, what's funny to me is like there's several things. And I apologize ahead of time. This probably sounds a little bit pedantic, but I'm just gonna like snowball through these real quick. Number one, like there's no such thing as not emoting people. Like that whole conversation I just listened to had a lot of emotions. Yoni was very emotionally committed to a lot of things. The tone of voice that you use is motivated by emotions. There's literally nothing you can do, nothing whatsoever, that doesn't express emotions. All our actions express emotions.
Okay. We imitate emotions. We consciously raise and lower our voices because that's how neurotypical people speak. If you want to know the whole psychology behind it?
I mean, I already know the whole psychology behind it, right? I'm just getting you to.
You're asking me leading questions. As a non-autistic person, you're an expert in autism, and you're trying to pick apart everything that I say of my experience as an autistic person and knowing myself. I apologize. I didn't know that's your line of questioning.
I don't think there's really anything to be an expert of, right? It's just part of being human to know that the reason we do things, the reason we say things, like, for example, if you're copying somebody else's tone of voice,
I'm not going to engage with you anymore. You've already shown me your intention. So if you want to talk about me, that's okay. I'm just not going to engage with.
Well,
that's cool.
Let's go.
So that was a very emotional response, for example. Very emotional.
Logical. It was very logical. If it makes you feel emotions, it doesn't mean that it's emotional for me, sweetheart.
Yeah, it's clearly very emotional.
So I think we probably reached a block. I mean, let's see what James has to say, I guess, about who's in our fan club. But yeah, I mean, as far as the Christian response, like, I think we've, sufficiently been like, here's what Christians believe, here's why we believe it, here's why you should do. So I mean, if someone's like, well, I believe Jesus, or I believe we're divine, and he was a good person, but if they're not getting to, look, he is the way, the truth, and the life, he is the only way, his blood, his death, his resurrection, for the forgiveness of my sins, I trust him to save me and reconcile me to the Father. If that is not the end answer, that is not the gospel, that is not Christianity. So I mean, there is nothing else. So that is the answer. That's how to get there. And I just don't see any more fruitfulness coming from this. At least today. I mean, try again tomorrow. But as far as the conversation, it seems like people are getting near the end of